show as well? Does that even make any sense? It's only monthly. My God, I'm gonna have to go live. Isolation Nation, hello! And welcome to the Social Distancing Social Club Super Duper So Cool Monthly Mega Spectacular. How's everybody doing? Love that. Missed you guys. I'm Ben Gleib, and I would like to now introduce you to the second leg of the four-legged tripod that makes up the quarantine. It's Steve Hofstetter, everybody.
Hello, everybody. Hello. Much appreciated. If you want to support the show, man, you know what? It's been a while. I don't remember how to do this right. I can do it right. Okay. If you want to support the show, please do so. Top right of the screen is our Venmo. You can PayPal at sdscshow.com. Of course, Super Chat on the YouTube. I don't think we're eligible for Facebook stars anymore, but whatever. Do what you want. And with that, please welcome the second leg of the third leg of the quarantine. It is Chris Bowers.
Wow.
this isn't feeling different for me, guys. I've been here this whole time. But anyway, how you guys doing? I'm very excited. I gotta say, real quick off the top, Who Dey, the Bengals just beat the shit out of the Steelers in the best game the Bengals have ever played in my entire goddamn life. So I'm very jacked today. And hopefully Queen Rachel is too, even though she doesn't like sports, but she is from Cincinnati. So Queen, how you doing?
Queen?
You're in a hoodie. You're not even in a jacket.
Yeah, you're not in a jacket, dude.
Fuck you. It's a zip up. It's a jacket. I took off my hoodie and put on a jacket for the show.
I know Bowers just said who dey, but who dat?
Well, that's the Saints, man. That's
No. I'm saying who dat. You're wearing a hoodie. This is weird.
This is not a hoodie. It's got a collar and a zipper. This is a zip up jacket. It's just not a sparkly.
All right, fair.
You're the guy that called, when I used the word overtop, you lost your mind. You're calling that a jacket? That is a hoodie at best.
Well, there's no hood.
It has no hood. It has no hood, so it's not a hoodie.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
All
right. Well,
after this summer, I just stopped. I took all the hoods off all my clothes. I'm not wearing any hoods ever again. Fuck it. That's how anti-white supremacy I get. So.
By the way, Bowers, as someone who lives in Pittsburgh and is supposed to like the Steelers because of it, they still have Ben Roethlisberger, so go Bengals. Thank you.
Exactly. And I'm hoping that fucker doesn't retire and just sucks for 3 more goddamn years. That's what I'm hoping.
Well,
fuck that guy.
Anyway, I got something in the mail from Bowers that I wanted to show you guys.
You did?
Here's the thing: when you showed it on the show before, I didn't look at it closely. I didn't see the inscription. Here, let me show that to you closely.
I love that you're showing us a statue that says "Fuck you, Steve Hofstetter."
No, there's a hyphen.
It's a quote from Steve Hofstetter. Yes.
It's a quote. No, the statue says that. The inscription says what I wanted to say, but the statue definitely said "Fuck you, Steve Hofstetter."
You know, Steve, I think we're only a couple years from when anyone quotes "fuck you," they're gonna put Steve Hofstetter under it, like they do with all the Thomas Jefferson quotes and stuff. I think we're this close. "Fuck you" is just a Steve Hofstetter quote. Like somehow you coined it 100 years later.
Yeah,
and also, Steve, it just turns out it's no big deal. It just turns out you're not as good at geography as you thought you were.
He's pretty good at geography. We're better at reading scripts, though. That's where they would have.
I do think though that I don't think they're just gonna attribute "fuck you" to me, but it might be something like 4 score and go fuck yourself. Like it might be.
Although, if we're judging on your pandemic sexual skills, I don't know if 4 score is really the amount. Maybe 1 if you're lucky.
Yeah, 4 score. That's how you count 2 years of Ben's life.
4 score and 7 X's ago.
All right.
I don't get laid as much as my forefather. Holy shit. Anyway,
I can't believe we take a whole month off and then it's still where we are. Did you hear that, Carmel?
Ben, it's not our fault.
Usually when we take a whole month off, it's Carmel. Usually that's who takes a whole month off. But anyway.
God damn it, I was getting there.
Sorry.
Do we have parts of the show that happen now? I can't remember.
Yeah, then we do a game, right? So we have an overnight game. The overnight game was fun, which was what's the new catchphrase for this whole monthly deal? What's the new catchphrase for the monthly deal? And I liked Wendy Sertled's "Daddy's home, quick, hide everything." I thought that was a fun one. Greg Murphy had "more mega, less MAGA." I thought was funny. We also voted for Zara's in his entry, which she did win. Zara, the monthly, the best show on earth, period. That's the winner.
Aww.
So that's what our tagline is. The best show on earth, period.
Is that a period monthly joke?
No.
Exactly what that was.
Just making sure.
Yes, I didn't show you the paint splotch that she had of red. I didn't show that. That would have been too much, I thought. I thought that was gross, so I didn't mention it, but thank you for putting that out. Okay, so.
Just making sure I got a joke.
And on that note, I do hope that we have Tam on the show today. I really hope. Just saying, I hope
that's going to be
here.
the biggest sigh in the history of the world. I think I can hear her sighing if she watches it later. I'll just fucking get a shiver in my fucking.
I think
Tam must just watch that part of the show. Fuck that sigh.
That was such a sigh that Tam is suddenly supporting the secession of Texas. Like she's.
I just hope she'll be here for the first time. We shall see.
Yeah, let's get her in the front row at some point. Anyway.
Night
King game.
And one of your mics is squelching. Like you
yeah, someone's mic is squelching. I don't know whose it is.
Okay,
I don't think it's mine. I'm not even plugged into the computer yet.
Okay.
I don't hear any squelching, so it might be mine.
So the Night King game was Thanksgiving, a TV show. I liked Abby Wright's 24 pounds of leftover turkey. And Anna Marie D's The Golden Rolls instead of the golden.
Nice.
But I'm going to give it to Frankie Berman for Magnum P.I.E.
Nice. Magnum pie. I love
So
it.
congratulations, Frankie. You are the Night King winner.
Well, today's game, we wanted to go back to our roots. It's the first monthly show, so we wanted to go back to our roots. And so we are going back to the classic penis game. So, but a little bit different in that this game, you don't just use the word penis, you can make it about penises somehow. And to do so, we're penising a sci-fi character, sci-fi, fantasy, whatever it is. So for instance, the Sperminator. Or if you're a fellow Firefly fan like I am, Captain Malcolm Reynolds. Or Blade Runner was too easy. The guy's name is Rick Dickard. Basically. Rick Dickhard. Anyway, the point is, you take the name of any sort of sci-fi or fantasy character, you make it about a dick, and then you submit it with a tip, at least $5 of a super chat, a PayPal, or Venmo. You could obviously play for free on any of our streams if you want, but if you want to play for the prize, you throw it in with a tip, at least $5. We will read those at the end of the show, as well as having a chance at winning our grand prize here. And as always, if you're on our video front row, which a fuck of a lot of you are, you get 2 entries for free.
True that. And do you want to know what our prizes are today?
Oh yeah, we do have a top tipper prize in addition to the game stuff. We do have a top tipper prize.
You get the normal prize as always. You get all the CDs. You get a free ticket to Nowhere Comedy Club, a free ticket to the video front row here at SDSC. But also,
if you do want to play the albums within the last 10 years, you get a digital copy in addition to the CDs. Or instead of the CDs.
Correct.
But that said, the top tipper today gets the bike helmet.
What?
In addition, there's a couple other things that come with the bike helmet. I don't know if you guys remember the bike stream, but there's also the elbow and knee pads that there was no fucking way I was fitting in. And in case that's not enough, the original.
yes.
The Weekends with the Squad. You get the entire package of that. I don't want to just say you get the entire package. You sit in with the game.
By the way, Steve, those weren't elbow pads. I bought those for your dick. You wore them wrong.
And for those just joining us, that is the outfit Steve
elbow
wore.
pads.
What'd you say?
I said, yeah, on my dick's elbow.
Yes.
That is the most disturbing thing I've heard in my entire life. I would rather kiss one of your necklaces, bracelets. The point is, that's the outfit Steve wore the first time that he learned to ride a bike. But we have another prize we're going to give today, not just for the top tipper, but for the 4 top tippers today. All 4 of you will get an individual cameo-style video personalized for you from each of the 4 of us. So we're going to be making 4 videos each right after the show and sending them to you. So the top 4 tippers each get a video. And 1 tipper chosen by Queen Rachel at random of any tipping amount, even the bottom tipping amounts, will also get a video randomly from one of the quarantine sent to you directly, a personalized video. So that's a little bit of extra fun.
And speaking of personalizing, this changed.
Fuck your mom?
Hey, my mom is listening. My mom is listening, Steve. I do not like that thing.
I had another piece of tape that just said "our mom" that I added to the end.
Yeah, but also now it just says "fuck your mom, Steve Hofstetter." I'm not following what you're doing here, but you just keep owning yourself.
I did cover the quote. No, I added it. I added another one.
That implies that Steve Hofstetter is your mom, but you are going to fuck him. Is that what you're saying, Ben? That's what's going on? He's both?
It's time for the video front row, you guys. Turn on.
I don't know.
Turn on your video cameras. Join the party. It is time for the VIFR, everybody. VFR, old school style. Let's get it going. It's very nice to be with all of you guys again. Really exciting. I mean, I am personally very, very stoked. Holy shit, it's so good to see all of you guys again. Whoa, holy fucking balls, dude. Woo-hoo! I can't wait. Who we got first? Let's see who we got here in the VIFR. We are joined by the good doctor, Abibie. It's Abby Wright, everybody. Hello, Abibby. Hey, what a nice crackling fire you got back there. I think we found the source of the crackling mic. There it is. We are joined by the star of the show, Philip, and Philip's owner, Alejandra Perlman. Everybody. Oh, how the tables have turned. We are joined by Anna Dory, everybody, and your decapitated pet behind there. That's a nice little... at one point, that was a full-bodied animal, and times change. Thank God.
There it is.
Thank
There
God.
you go.
Smaller body than I expected. And it's just kind of like my body pre-quarantine, and now. Anyway, we're joined by Cassie Nowlin, everybody. Good to see you, CN. And we are joined by the ever flippant sum in her hands. It's Debs, the lettuce summoner. Hello, Debs. And we are joined by Josepha Jojo Snyder. Good to see you, Josepha. We started calling you Jojo because we didn't know how to pronounce Josepha. Now we just say both every time. So there's that. We are joined from Alaska by JP Sleepy Bear Racing. He's been smoking ever since the last time we all four were together. And we are joined by one of our favorites here in the VFR. You know her, you love her. It's Kashmi Slavside. How about that?
I gotta be honest, I was wondering whether or not he was gonna get it right for the monthly, and nope, I was wrong.
He tried to get it right for his last one, and he still fucked it up. He was really trying hard the last show he was on to get it right, just kind of as a send off, but then it still didn't work. It was hilarious.
Send off, I like that phrase. We are joined by Lisa Logine. Great to have you, Lisa. Really nice to see you. Real pleasure. And we are joined here by Megan Luce in the Bring Out Your Dead shirt. Good to see you, Megan. That's already now a vintage shirt now that the tour is done. It's very exciting. Well, that tour's been done for a while, right? The new one was called The Dark Stuff.
Yeah.
Of that. So it's too old vintage. And now it's like real. You could sell it. We put that in a frame or some kind. Sell it in the museum. We are joined by, oh my God, he has moved into a cabin in Montana and let himself become the man he always wanted to be. It's Sean Ehrlich, everybody. He finally replied to Madison Sinclair's email, and a huge weight lifted off his shoulders. Able to go off the grid.
He said, "I'm gonna wear a headband till I reply to Madison," and then there you go.
Yep, I love it. Very loose. And we're joined by another cousin, aka Athletic Rehabilitation Therapy Massage. Good to see you, cuz. And we're joined here in the Viffer by none other than Shannon Burke. Still no dicks, Ben. I'd beg to differ. I beg. We are joined by Front Row Steve and Lady Val, everybody. Good to see y'all. Straight from Canada, coming to us from the great nation of Canada. And we are joined by Jack Dostile and his cheat. And is that a Charlie Chaplin bobblehead or is that a Ruth Bader Ginsburg? Hard to tell. That is Nikola Tesla.
So close.
Last week I thought it was Hitler. I was way wrong.
Yeah, it looked a little Hitler-esque too. I was hoping as you brought that closer, that wouldn't take a bad turn. You've got us on the coil on that one, Dostile. And we are joined live from Germany. Deutschland herself. It's Aranka Henneke, everybody. Good to see you. Real pleasure. It's been a while. And joined live also now from Australia, joining us in her second set, the rustic log vibes. It's Steph and Ruse. Good to see you.
Y'all.
Good. How are you all?
I'm very tired.
Does your shirt say Manscaped?
Yes, this is Adam.
Congratulations.
Mama Wallace stuff.
Don't explain it. Just
Yep.
Oh,
Just own it. Take it.
Isn't that where Giuliani had that press conference at the end of when they gave up the election? Not at Manscaped. I thought it was
Four
at the
Seasons Manscaping.
Total manscaping. That's correct. I've been shorn. There we go.
They must have dyed his hair right before. That's why it melted down his face. That's what happened. He was getting Manscaped.
Yep, it's supposed to be aftershave to give you the coloring of not being manscaped, but the freewheeling wind expression of a nice shorn ball scrotum. And we are I don't know why I said any of that. I take it back. I blame Steph's shirt. We're joined with a dark stuff shirt from the most recent tour just completed. It's Wendy Swerdlow. Hello, Wendy.
Once you go Steve, you never leave. Is that how it works?
That's correct. Also the newly elected mayor of Madtown, so congratulations on that.
Nice
And we are joined by Frank Notaro, everybody. It's Frankie Angles.
Nice win today, Frankie, beating those Eagles. Nice job.
Yep.
Good when you live in Philly and you're a Giants fan.
Oh, yeah, that's gotta suck.
Well, the reason the Giants beat Philly was obviously just their superior street smarts.
And Frank, I meant that sucks both individually. It sucks to be a Giants fan and to live in Philly.
Fuck you.
I'm just saying it sucks.
Bowers, those were two.
Frankie.
Bowers, those were two very interesting angles you took on that one.
And we are joined live from Maine with the Jackie Robinson 42 shirt. You gotta love the historical love and the Dodger love. It is Dana Z. Bunster, everybody.
Nice.
Bunst. And we are joined by someone who loves the taste of nipples on an evening. I think that's Rebecca Fisher coming to us from Blankenship, England, and no one knows for sure. And we are joined. I don't know what room this is. Clearly, he's on the road. He's a storm chasing. That was a heart until a tornado blew right through it. It's Patrick. I've got a jar of dirt, Yoakley.
What you doing that cruise, bro?
Good
Did you take some
angle.
psychedelics or something? What's going on with the cruise?
Looks like they have not worn off just yet.
doesn't
Went
look
from
like it.
chasing storms to the Grateful Dead.
Chasing storms to chasing the dragon.
Nice.
That's right. Very nice. And we are joined with her Peloton in the background. It is Rochelle Alston, everybody. Rochelle Alston, hello.
Hair less.
She's telling a kid to go in the other room and quiet down. So
Yep.
Absolutely what's happening.
This is the Mega Monthly. You get away from me.
I-
I am not your mother during the Mega Monthly. You understand?
100%.
I already fed you a fucking snack. Get out of my room. Let's go.
Good to see
Parenting
you,
by Chris
Rochelle.
Bowers.
Yes, you should.
I
write
wouldn't
book
give him
on
a
parenting.
snack. I just make him go to the room.
It works. They left.
Bowers would be all. You don't need a snack. You've got a kegerator in your room. Go in your fucking room. We are joined by the top banana herself. It's Anna Banana Hood, everybody. What up,
The
Hood?
weekend with the squad. Nice.
And we are joined by a woman this is the name she put on the screen. It's not me saying it. Tamothy and her party boobs couldn't make it. Have we missed anything when we've been gone? I wonder.
Not really.
Oh, we haven't
We
missed
have not had a
much.
joke about Cam's party boobs. That I don't know what that. I don't.
And we are joined. There, what is that?
Party?
Some kind of a cupcake?
Cupcake.
Oh, is the cupcake a party boob?
It's a bit nipply.
It's a little Emily?
Nipply.
Oh, a nipply. Oh,
I
God.
was hungry for these nips.
Oh, so those are nip cupcakes. Okay, I get it.
Nip cakes. They're
Nice.
called nip cakes. And somehow Steve and I missed so much but missed nothing. We can tell it's the exact same thing going on here.
Recycle it.
That's right. And we are joined by the very botanical, always practical Greg Burns Jackson, everybody. Sure.
Oh, nipples, sure.
And we are joined by the Berman himself. No glare, don't care. It's Frank Berman. Loved it. Loves it. Thank you for no glare. Mostly no glare. And your head's moving a little bit. And it's a little bit on the edge there, but it's fine. I've been in therapy for a month, so I'm doing a little better with it. Even if a little glare comes, I'm doing my best to handle it.
Good.
Thank you, buddy. And we are joined by the person who is going to be drawing all of the festivities today. Back here at SDSC, it's Lady Corbin, everybody.
Hello.
And that is the
Leeds.
VFR.
Hey, good to see you guys.
How was tour, Leeds?
It was so much fun. But it's also really fun
Yeah.
to sleep in the same bed for more than a day. So
It was it was fun, except for Syracuse. But other than that, it was
Yeah.
Did someone get murdered at your hotel again, Steve? Did someone else get murdered at your hotel every time you go to Syracuse? Is that what happened?
The only ones that were murdered were us on stage because the audience hated us.
Yeah. Someone actually asked in the Q&A, someone goes, how would you want to die? And I go, I don't know, for 55 minutes in Syracuse, apparently.
I mean, it's a shitty town.
It was-
Accused
no, it
is in
was-
the name of the town, so
it
it's
was
not-
fine, and it was good, you know, and there were some regulars there. Adler was there. It was just, the crowd was just very, very quiet, just very tight. And the day before was Buffalo, which was one of the best shows of the entire tour. And so then we're like, Buffalo, what a show to end on, but also we have tomorrow. And then, yeah.
Yeah,
So-
and then we didn't. I tried to give like a heartfelt goodbye to Steve, and the audience was like,
That was the last show of the tour?
The
It
way
was
I
the last show of the
described it,
tour, yeah.
Oh, damn.
yeah, the way I described it was Buffalo was the Super Bowl and Syracuse was the Pro Bowl.
Fair.
So you get it? You get it, Rachel?
That's a joke no one here will get, but that's a very, very good joke.
I got 3 laughs. I counted 3. It was you and twice from Angles.
I laughed
Yeah.
lately. I mean, I don't know.
She didn't get the joke. She just laughed because she was in Syracuse. That's a whole different
Yeah.
reason she laughed. That's all right. We do have an awesome comic today. We have an awesome comic today. We'll get to real quick here. Allie Goldberg's with us. Allie, how you doing? Are you excited?
Hi, I'm great. Bowers didn't wear his fancy coat, but I have my Hanukkah earrings.
Oh,
There you go.
Hanukkah.
Nice. Thanks for
Yes.
Hanukkah Alley.
Well, now Bowers needs a tuxedo to balance that out.
Dude, I'm getting tired of Hanukkah season starting earlier and earlier each year. Like I've been hearing Hanukkah music at the fucking shopping center in like October. It's like, God damn it, guys, let's fucking wait a little.
Yeah, by the way, I mean, I think it was a miracle because normally introducing the front row lasts 8 days and it only took 1. So it was reversed.
You just pronounced the word miracle in a way that I think I could see right-wing people pronouncing our country from now on. It's no longer America, it's a miracle. Jesus blessed it himself.
I think a lot of people do that already, but I also heard that in the South they no longer have shrines to Jesus; they have shrines to Trump. Did you guys? Did you guys see this on your tour? Like actual?
Oh yeah, we would drive by like these houses that had like 40 Trump flags. And I'm just like, how dare you complain about the price of gas? You spend all your money on flags. Fuck off. Like,
Yeah. Pretty incredible. They're not ideal with money, these people, or with
Well,
like.
speaking of dicks, I'm excited for this game. Very excited for the game.
You ready?
It sounds like it's gonna be really hard. I think it's gonna take a long time to get through those puns. But
Yeah.
like I'm gonna
I-
beat it. I'm gonna beat it. And you're nuts. You're
hope you
nuts
can
if you
swallow-
think I
I
don't.
just-
Okay.
I just hope you can swallow the concept. Anyway, Rachel,
Oh my
anything coming in?
God.
Yeah, let's
Coming in?
catch up on
Okay,
stuff
I
and then
can't
our-
wait for these puns to blow over, please.
No.
Can't wait for these puns to blow up in my face. Oh no, that's not good. All right, wait.
All right, we've got some stuff to catch up on. Then we've got our 230 guest who is already here. So just shout out so far. So top 4 people so far are going to be Gus, Dana, Technics, and Alexander Breyer. So just wanted to throw that
Nice.
out there. We do have some generals. Technics, Super Sassy Sunday SDSC special show shenanigans. Bunce said,
Nice.
"Oh, missed you, super spectacular Technics." So they had a conversation between themselves.
Nice.
Holy shit, Rachel's been taking diction classes when we've been gone. Wow.
Hardly. Alexander Breyer, I love the show, Rachel and Bowers, but who are these two? And then Metal Militia 47, Steve, greetings from Finland. Please tell me some Finland jokes. I love puns. I love your heckler videos.
thank you very much. I appreciate it. I have 0 Finland jokes because I have an American education.
All right, and we're caught up.
Solid point.
Excellent. So you're saying that we're finished?
We're
There we go. That's all I got. Yeah, you were right to take me off screen. That's a good call.
Are we introducing a special guest or a little early? Are we
Yes.
vamping? What are we doing? All right, here we go.
Let's introduce a special guest. Throw me back on screen if you could. Ladies and gentlemen, so excited to have him on. Aside from being a hilarious stand-up comic, he's also been in a ton of television and movies. My favorite role of his was, I believe, Spider-Man 2, in the elevator scene was fucking fantastic, but also Dude, Where's My Car? And a ton of other things. Please welcome the hilarious, joining us from the Kansas City airport, Hal Sparks.
Yeah. And it picked a
Holy
perfect
cow.
time to start. Hi.
Check out
Holy-
that hair.
Look at that hair, Hal. I've not seen you with the long hair, buddy. Gee, wow. All right.
Well, it's nice to know you've been keeping tabs all this time. I feel loved. It didn't happen overnight. I'm just saying this was a staple on. Yeah, it started at the beginning of COVID. I had Steve's hair essentially, lengthwise, and then by August it had its own personality, and now this is the hairdo I want to roam the earth after the apocalypse with. So just keeping it.
Hal, I just heard you were drafted 3rd overall by the Toronto Maple Leafs, so you can play defense.
That's right. Yeah, absolutely. I have to grow a beard
nice
by
job.
Wednesday.
Yeah. Hal, I will say, if there's ever a hairdo to roam the earth where it looks like you're going from town to town, making right what once went wrong, that's the hairdo right there.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. I already have my giant cane picked out with one bullet dangling from it for the only gun that's left in humanity. And
Nice.
yeah, big long leather coat or whatever. And of course, I tape newspapers to my arms because zombies get chompy. I've got a whole thing planned out.
So, Hal, as someone who I went through many hairstyles during COVID, but mainly it was just because I was cutting my own hair and fucking it up. As soon as I could go out and get a haircut again, I went back to what I used to have. But then I've seen a lot of comics who went with the COVID hair and then just like, fuck it, this is my new look now. Like Rob Ryan looks like Jesus. So I'm curious.
That's an apostles thing. Yeah, we're the apostles of comedy now. That's I mean, if you're gonna walk around a desolate earth, this is the outfit. Yeah.
And also, if Geico reboots those caveman commercials, you're fucking in, dude. You've got.
Well, sure. Yeah, I've got the
for
big
sure.
brow, and of course, yeah, absolutely. I'm a lug. Honest to God, I actually, if anybody remembers, I guess second season I Love the '80s, my hair was a little bit shorter than this for that or whatever. But I grow my hair out. I mean, this is how I normally am. It just works so goddamn much to cut it. So, now I've just decided that the next thing I'm going to do is sort of I'm waiting for a comedy Game of Thrones kind of a show to call me. Other than that, I'm not doing
There
anything.
you go.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hofstetter is coming. I get it. I like it.
That's right. Syracuse is coming. That's cool.
That, by the way, is what Steve says before he comes every time.
Is it? I see. That's fine as long as he doesn't whisper it.
Real concern of mine is that Ben knows.
Oh.
Well, yeah.
He is very creepy. You're right. Ben knows.
He spends his entire life on Reddit threads about you, so of course he
Oh my
knows.
God.
Right.
I like the idea that Ben is just your hype man in the room. You know.
He's a Hoffanon.
Oh my God. I believe that's pronounced Juanon.
I wouldn't know. I don't understand that. But happy Chewbacca to everybody. It's lovely. I hear it's
Happy Honda Days. It's called Honda.
Yes, yes. It's happy Honda days, right? Yeah.
I love how Honda takes out these $1 million commercials about how helpful they are, and then the commercials are like, "We're gonna pay for your coffee." People are like, "That's $3. I'm broke. Please help me." You spent $1 million on this commercial saying how great you are.
Yeah, well, I mean, in their defense, they did bring their, I guess, cars mostly across the sea, so they've done a lot of work before you arrive. You know what I mean? Like, here's a coffee. We got it here on a ship. Can you just shut the fuck up and drive away? But don't worry.
So
yes, go ahead.
you're in the Kansas City airport right now. Are you?
I am.
Are
This
you on
is-
your way to a gig? On your way from a gig? Coming back from Thanksgiving?
No, I'm on my way home from. This is a curious endeavor I'm involved in. Family holidays that have renewed meaning when your dad's on dialysis and your kid is 10. So everything becomes this massive shuffle to make sure that my child is delivered to every parent or extended cousin in order of importance, in degrading order. Right. So so I basically I end up in 5 cities on a single holiday. Me and my kid end up traipsing around the world. It's a good time though. We had a lovely time. We're just in Nashville and then went to Cincinnati and Northern Kentucky and then back to Vegas. So
Hal, but you're in Kansas City. You're a liberal comedian. You're on a broadcast right now with long hair. Are people protesting around you yet? Do you need help?
No, they all fear me. I'm the wolf's bane. You know, like I would in the world of like kind of liberals versus conservatives, I'm the Gandalf the White that shows up and just like the sunlight shines out of me and everyone cowers. So I've never had an issue. I swear to. I mean, I grew up in Kentucky, so I am like 95% redneck. So I've never had an issue with saying shut the fuck up in a Southern drawl and, you know, and ending the conversation. So it's never, I don't have an issue.
I also, by the way, the great way for them to think that you're one of them is not only for you to be from Kentucky, but also say you're Gandalf the White.
Yes, totally. Yeah. Gray won't cut it. No, it's some mix. That's some mixed thing, man. That's not good. That's not. You don't want to mix up the colors like that. You know, that's like I get nervous standing in the paint aisle at Home Depot. It's wrong. Wrong. You go into the ice cream parlor. You ask for vanilla and don't say another goddamn word because they will make a blizzard freeze. I mean, these are race traders. Let's be honest. You know what I mean? I don't give a shit if it's chunky and you can stand a spoon in it. God damn it.
That's the main reason, by the way, that Steve Hofstetter is most comfortable on Reddit. You stay amongst your own. It's the most normal.
Sure. Yeah.
Also at Home Depot because they're orange. It's, you know, kind of the same.
That's true. Yeah, you can hide behind the logo.
Yeah, exactly. Home Depot,
It's
FedEx, just Syracuse Orangemen. It's just where I hide.
Yeah, you can always climb up that tall movable ladder at Home Depot and then realize, fuck, that was a bad call. You're stuck.
If it wasn't for this silver stripe, Steve, you could just walk around in the Kansas City airport invisible, like a floating blue shirt.
Silver Stripe has a better tan than I do.
It's true.
Rachel, do we have anything coming in?
Yeah, we have some comments for Hal.
Oh, yeah.
So we had Frankie Berman said, Hal, you look like you're taking over Brendan Fraser's role in Airhead. So glad to see you on today's show.
Oh, thanks. He was wearing a wig, and that's a bunch of bullshit. I think they should hire honest long hairs. I think it's a shame when they hire short hairs for long hair roles. I find this, and I find his comment offensive. His comment is violence. Okay, I'm reporting the show.
It is
to HR.
Hal, they don't realize how important representation is.
Yeah, I don't. No, they don't. They don't.
I agree completely. I think it's ridiculous. Everybody trying to appropriate other people's looks. It's not cool.
Okay. I will hot drop you. I'm not even kidding. Look, it's bad enough that I'm getting anxiety from the amount of dusting you have to do on that nasty bric-a-brac you have behind me. You cannot convince me that you haven't just dusted the top of it and left all the dust in the middle. Have you seen behind him? It's horrifying. It's like my grandmother's. Look, he turns in.
I'm just excited about the prospect of being hot dropped by you. Interesting.
Yes. That's good.
All right, let's go back to the comments, Rachel. What do we got?
Cassie Nellen wanted you to put on like eyeliner, and then you'd look like Alice Cooper.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, that's a good
that,
one.
Right?
Yeah, I could do the crow. I had a dude. When my hair was like shoulder length, I kept getting Gene Simmons everywhere I went, mainly because I had my tongue out. But but once it got long, this dude walks up to me at I think it was at Lowe's or something, and he goes, "You know who I thought you were for a second?" Because my mouth is. He goes, "I thought you were Paul Stanley of Kiss," and I was like, "That is the sweetest thing anyone has ever said to me," because I genuinely love that man. That said, it was Crow for Halloween this year, so
that's awesome.
And forever, you know, if society fails, understand. That's all. Look, when I show up at your door,
come
collect
on.
your provisions.
Come on, Hal. What is with this if? When? When?
Oh no! It's a joke to me because I know I have some bad news for people who are watching, and I know I will upset them. The world's not going to end anytime soon. Not at all, ever. Actually, it's just going to go on and on and on. We're not going to get hit by an asteroid. We're not going to be wiped out by some sort of massive airborne AIDS cancer. It's just not going to happen. We're going to keep soldiering on. You have a lot of minor problems to look for until you get old enough to tell your grandkids they don't know what problems are.
Damn it.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm with you 100%. I'm with you 100%, man. I'm with you 100%.
By the way, also Hal, that does remind me of Jay-Z's song. I got 99 problems and AIDS cancer isn't one.
Airborne AIDS cancer.
Airborne AIDS.
Yeah, that's
airborne.
Ben the Angry Alaskan Hawkins on YouTube said, "Damn it, Hal, don't tease me."
Yeah. I'm sorry. That's also part of my idiom. It's what I do for a living.
Also, under the reign of Louis
walking
DeJoy,
tease.
the price of sending AIDS cancer airborne has skyrocketed, and it's not
Yeah,
cool.
absolutely. Yeah, you have to wait 3 days for it, and
Wait,
even
I thought
if you
that's what
pay
the
for
5G
overnight.
was for. I thought the 5G was to airborne the AIDS cancer. Isn't that what 5G was for? I thought that was the whole point of it.
No, not
5G is just to make teenagers temporarily gay to wreck American society. You have to keep up. That's the whole thing.
I thought it was
Yeah,
the frogs. I get so
No.
confused.
No. The frogs gay
No,
as the water. That's what I mean. Come on,
Yeah, come on.
and I mean, gay frogs. That's like Alex Jones 2005. That's adorable.
Remember I had to worry about
by the
gay
way-
frogs?
No, now we have pansexual trans frogs who are detransitioning.
my
and there's
God.
lots
Honestly,
of
those frogs are
tons-
living their best lives. So.
They are. They absolutely are.
Pansexual frogs, done. Yeah.
Yes,
Great.
with airborne AIDS cancer, and that's all.
Did somebody say my name 3 times? Hello.
Pansexual trans frog. Yes, you jumped up.
And it's interesting you did that because I was just about to say Ben is patient 0, but in all honesty, I know I'm late to that game because there are people with a tramp stamp that says that. So
we do a tramp stamp that says Ben is patient 0. That that might be the only tattoo I ever get in my life.
Absolutely.
The tramp stamp.
yeah.
I'm just
How much?
I'm just
For
going to excuse
$1,000
myself
if we-
now. I'm going to cross the street and try to avoid cars diligently.
Yes. By the way, Kermit's also a race trader. Dating pigs, that ain't right. They should stay to their own. Green on green. Come on.
See,
Although
how-
he's the
what has
only
happened-
one that really tries to make people squeal like a pig. He's the only one that really follows through on the deliverance promise.
Look, just because Ned Beatty passed away and is not here to rebut that, it's not right.
Emphasis on but, am I wrong?
All right, let's.
Did you say
Rachel
rebut?
get
Did you
through
say
the text.
rebut right now, Hal? Come on.
Yes, and by the way, that's yes, I did. And Ben knows why, because we have a canoe trip planned through Tennessee. And,
Damn straight.
he's paying.
Damn straight. I'm bringing the banjo. He's bringing the replacement strings.
The problem is, how in that haircut, these jokes don't sound like irony. I think with your short hair, you're obviously being ironic or sarcastic. But with that hair, it seems
No.
like in the Kansas City airport, I feel like you're preaching to people.
Yeah, no. I definitely, I could start my own Koresh movement in about a half an hour. If I walked out the door of this place and found a field with a barn already on it. In disrepair.
Kansas City to Waco, Texas, boarding now.
I almost started a religion in Missouri once. It was this close. I almost had it.
All right.
Your hair is very versatile. Like, you could be a cult leader, but you also called yourself 95% redneck, and I was like, I see
Yeah.
that with this hair. I feel
Well,
like
the
it
nice thing
really-
is I could put it back behind the ears and be like ready for 5-man acoustical jam,
I also love
and-
men explaining how hair works.
and then
In my ears,
Like-
could you? Really?
yeah, and if I really like tease it up or whatever, I'm ready for like my Cinderella cover band. So
Fuck yeah.
It looks
Yeah.
Hal, like that. If you tease it up like that, it is part 80s cover band and part current Mel Gibson.
Ah,
yeah, yeah, that's true. Although
I think
his is stapled on too.
And I have to point this out just to prove once again that this show is indeed scripted. Look what I happen to have on hand. A frog playing the fucking banjo. I mean, come on.
That frog is
I'm
fucking
try-
that banjo because it's a pansexual.
Yeah, that's right.
don't fuck anything.
It's a band
It's
sexual.
a band sexual, right? Yeah.
Well, most people are band sexual. Most people will fuck the band.
All right,
Yeah, no,
Rachel, what do we have?
Dana
Yeah,
wants
please.
to know. So Dana wants to know how. What about death by Jewish space laser?
Oh
It
yeah,
happens.
there are worse ways to go because they're very precise, but they kill you. It takes a long time. And you feel guilty about dying. That's the truth. Well,
It
you
kills
get a
it kills
hole
you with
in
your own
chest,
regrets. That's-
You keel over. It's me in the trees. Could I buy? What's the problem, really? I mean, honestly,
I love that Marjorie Taylor Greene was serious. She was just talking about guilt. Like, the Jews will get us with their guilt. Like, I like
yeah.
the idea that space lasers was just a euphemism.
So,
That's
but my favorite part of that is that she said that's what started the forest fires. So
Yes.
like I've dealt with a lot of Jewish guilt. There's never been a time where I've seen a tree go up from it. So
yeah.
I don't see a lot of
It's
Jewish
not-
people in the woods generally. So I think
I don't
you're
know.
right.
Some of that guilt burns. So
I don't know.
Oh, by the way,
Oh.
Bowers, we go to the woods. It's just not our choice.
Steve is the only guy who goes to Bohemian Grove every year on a click-it ticket. Like he can just get in. Like he rides on somebody else's entrance. You know what I mean? You get a +1. He's a
I
+1
honestly,
at
Hal, have
Bohemian
no idea
Grove.
what that reference meant, but I still found it funny.
Yeah.
What?
What is Bohemian
you
Grove?
not-
What is
Oh my
that? It's the first
God.
reference I've
It's
not
one-
gotten on the show in the history of the
It's
show.
one of the longest standing genuine conspiracy gatherings in the entire world. Everybody gets so focused on the G20, but it happens in the woods near San Francisco. It's supposedly one of the biggest gatherings of world leaders and
I'm
the like.
sorry.
Alex Jones snuck into the thing. Everybody worships a big owl. They have a giant
what is this called? I'm writing this down. I need to
Bohemian
attend.
Grove. I can't believe
Bohemian
I'm
Grove?
I've never felt so overjoyed to give 5 people a YouTube wormhole to fall down so easily. This was a layup.
Thank you for the
Oh, yeah.
gift. Thank you.
Yeah.
Didn't it appear in some documentary? It appeared in a documentary, right?
Oh, indeed. Yeah. Apparently,
Did you see The Hunt?
Herbert Walker Bush was the last president that was known to have gone. But Nixon didn't go because he thought it was GAY was his reasoning, which it isn't, but that was his reaction.
Oh my God.
This
Yeah,
is a
yeah.
real thing, or is this a
It's a real
conspiracy
thing.
theory thing? Like
It's both. It's the nice thing. It's the chocolate and peanut butter of grand conspiracies. 'Cause
Oh my God.
it's a genuine thing, but it's more just kind of like pagan ritualistic bonding than it is some sort of like, witchcraft that will divide up the world. But effectively it's a way of like the sacrifice it's a fake sacrifice, but it's meant to ward off a great evil spirit that might destroy the world. And it has a lot more in common with, native pagan beliefs mixed with Native American beliefs that would have bonded quite nicely had the whole monotheistic issue not shown up.
Wow.
Well, I also love how.
Other than that, I have no opinion.
I love how uncomfortable it made Richard Nixon. There's no way I can go hang around all that hard, long, tall wood. There's no way.
Forests are so gay when you put it like that. Like, I get it now.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I can't do it with a giant owl staring at me. It's like trying to pee in a public bathroom. Yeah,
All right.
but that's
Wait, they
true.
really
I
worship an
can't conceive
owl
of
and United States presidents.
Steve. Yeah, of all people, I can't.
They really
believe you
worship
don't
an
know
owl.
about Bohemian Grove. Yeah.
And
Well,
United
they
States
worship
presidents have
the
actually
owl.
gone.
Oh my God, you guys! They don't worship the owl. The owl is the empirical viewpoint of the spirit realm that,
Wait.
sees through into ours.
This is from Dumb and Dumber. This is from
obviously.
Dumb and Dumber. I've seen this where they kill the owl with the bottle, with the opening the champagne bottle. You're
Different
joking. You're
owl,
fucking-
Bowers.
Well, that's the no. That's the Illuminati raising up Jeff Daniels and sorry, and Jim
By the
Carrey.
way-
Yeah,
by-
to positions of power so that they can get more adrenochrome or something.
By the way, I just got a
it's wink and a nod.
notification. I just got a notification since we said the words Illuminati, Alex Jones, and gay frogs. This video is now recommended on YouTube.
Sorry, I just want to make sure I'm understanding this. So, for all the foreign presidents in the Illuminati, they pray to Al Lubel. That's what you're telling me.
Yes, right. No. Al Jarreau. It's a different.
Al Jarreau.
Al Roker. That'd be my favorite. They're worshiping Al Roker.
Yes, Al. Yes.
I think Hal knows too much about this festival.
Yeah.
Sorry, is it Hal or Owl?
Yeah,
Owl
that's what I'm
Spark.
talking about.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, well, the truth is, I just know way too much about everything because it's the other part of my idiom. Half redneck, half know-it-all. But that's the point, But it's true. I mean, all that is true. All that, but except for the Jim Carrey, Jeff Daniels Illuminati thing, they're not part of the Illuminati at all. They're Branch Davidians, I think. But that's a failed attempt.
All right,
Take over the
Rachel,
world.
let's catch
I'll
up.
finish the tips and we can get to our next guest. So we had Ashley D said Apocalypse Hal and Hal Facts. What a great Sunday.
Yeah, thanks.
Girl with the cane said, love seeing you all together again. Tam said, happy to see the band back together, even if the dick puns just kept snowballing.
Oh, fuck.
Don't say snowballing.
Don't say
Ugh.
snowballing.
Yeah, right.
I think that's
Damn it,
why she
Tam.
said snowballing.
Exactly what
Funny,
she said.
Steve does not know what Bohemian Grove is, but he knows what snowballing means from the Urban Dictionary because it's his favorite thing to do in Syracuse.
All right.
Outside.
It's not from the Urban Dictionary that he knows, Hal. It's not,
Al,
it's not
the
Urban Dictionary.
idea that I have to learn that from the Urban Dictionary is insulting. But also,
You're right.
That's the real reason Steve's tour ended awkwardly. Okay, that's the real reason.
Yeah.
when I said
The
it was
rusty
snowing in
trombone tour.
Syracuse, I didn't specify. Okay. As it turns out, it was 8 to 10 inches. All right, Rachel, what do you got?
And give me the dark stuff, and that's what he meant, my friend.
All right, and then
Turkish
Jennifer
breakfast.
Story said, hello from the airport. Glad to have everyone back. And just an update on top tippers. So we've got Dana and Jennifer Story and then like 12 other people vying for the 3rd and 4th spot. So
All right.
yeah,
Cool.
that's it. We're caught up.
Sweet, you guys. Look at that.
Hey,
Oh, it's adorable. Any other world-consuming knowledge bases that you don't seem to know anything about, but's been surrounding you your entire adult life? You'd like me to explain?
Well, the
Yeah, Hal, where do
pansexual
babies
frogs
come
were
from?
Fun. Is there
That's
any
a-
other any
What'd
other
you say?
conspiracy theories we need to know about? I really enjoyed the pansexual frogs. So
Yeah. Well, this is true. I am a Freemason, so
No.
I do know some, but I can't tell you.
And he
I'm a
used to
paper-
charge for being a Mason until he decided to kind of give out freebies, and I think that was nice of you.
has
No,
anyone
no, yeah,
been to
yeah.
the brunch at the Scientology church?
No, that's the one open mic I didn't do in Los Angeles. Like, you know how scroungy it is to do a show in Los Angeles? It's really hard, especially back in the day. Now that you've got Flappers, a couple other places, you can get a decent run going, almost New Yorkish sometimes. But back in the, in the 90s, especially early 2000s, there was nothing. So you'd bounce from comedy, like show at Unurban, Kindness to Strangers. Like there's dozens of little places, and like every laundry mat and every coffee house had one. But the one I never did was the one that they have at the Scientology
I thought you
Center.
were kidding, and you weren't, and I'm really happy I asked about
Yeah, no.
So
they have an open mic, and basically they kind of put dibs on you. If they think you're funny, they're like, all right, put him in the book. We'll go get
Why
him
would you
later.
not do this? This sounds
Oh,
fantastic.
I would never do that.
No, I used to tempt fate. I used to go to the Scientology Celebrity Center. I used to park in their lot when I would go to like Bourgeois Pig or Birds. It was just convenient lot, and I figured, come on, they already got bad press. It's not going to mess with me. And then like 3 weeks later, after I parked there for a run, that's when they like killed a guy who was brandishing samurai swords in that lot. If you remember that story.
Oh yeah.
And so I stopped doing that for a while. But then on a date once, my date was like, let's go across the street and get the welcome orientation at the Scientology Center. I'm like, that sounds fun. We literally did it, went across the street. They opened the door like Munster style before I even got to the door. And they said, come on in. Here's L. Ron Hubbard's desk. It's blocked off by like velvet rope. And they take you in the back and you have to watch a video that was kind of hypnotizing me. Like I'm probably part Scientologist now. Hypnotizing you. And they asked for your info on the thing. And I put fake info, but I wanted not to be that fake. So they wouldn't realize. And it was very frightening. You couldn't leave. Like it took us like an hour to get out of there.
Oh my God, I'm so glad you did this.
And 2 days later,
Yeah.
2 days later, Ben booked idiot test. So I don't know what that means exactly, but
Well, in fairness, though, the producers were looking for Glenn Beebe, but they couldn't find him.
Also, if you use the little clear machine, that they work on you, whatever, your foreskin grows back. I don't know if you know that. It's after a while. If you hold on long enough, it does it. So that's
My horse skin has gone nowhere, Hal, just so you know.
All
Yeah,
right,
all right.
well,
Well, then
Hal-
you didn't. Then you're fine. You're safe. I just want you to know. That's how you know. When it
Hal-
took-
did you say horse-skin?
Horse
Yeah,
skin,
Horse
that's
skin.
correct.
Foreskin
Yes,
instead
your
of
foreskin.
foreskin, but I thought
Yes,
like
your-
lizard people. This is all very confusing now.
All right.
No, Hal, just tell us.
Tell the people where they can find out more about you, so they can follow you on social media and go to your shows and all that stuff.
Yes, at Hal Sparks on almost everything, of course. And I have infotainmentwars.com is where my daily live stream is, 3 p.m. Pacific, Monday through Friday. And my Saturday radio show.
Infotainmentwars.com, that is amazing.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, that'll send you my YouTube channel. I also own Fwank.com because of Frank's speech, the Mike Lindell thing. I bought Fwank, FWANQ.com. It has to be a Q. That'll send you my Twitch stream, and you can watch wherever you would like on my live streams. It's Monday through Friday, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Thursdays at 4 o'clock because I have family FaceTime. I'm not moving my family FaceTime for an internet show. And then Saturday, my radio show has been running for years. The House Park radio program, Mega Worldwide on WCPT Radio in Chicago. And then we got sexy liberal shows coming up in the spring, and then my band Nerd Halen is going to be on the Monsters of Rock cruise this year, and then we're doing 2 gigs in Vegas, and we'll do Counts Vamped, and then we're doing another show at what used to be the Morongo Casino is now the Yamava casinos. We're doing like 3 of those before that, and then we got a bunch of gigs next year with Nerd Halen.
Hal, I wish you had something going on.
Yeah, my regular band 01 has like 2 albums online, and then a single called Strange that you can pick up if you just look up 01 with my name attached, and you'll find it. The word 0 number 1.
Well,
Hal, 2 more questions for you quickly.
Ben, we have another guest who's been waiting.
I know, just really quickly.
Yeah.
Do you have an automated
we have another guest
camera
who's been
that's
waiting.
pulling back? Do you have a mechanical camera that's happening there?
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm named after a computer, so you have to know how to use them.
Holy shit. That is cool.
Even in the airport.
Skiing down a hill.
Al, we appreciate you being here, and also, and I know you and I have talked about this off air, but my grandfather was a Freemason. I'm not. I just think it hasn't been the same since that documentary National Treasure came out, and so it kind of blew all our secrets.
See you in the woods again soon, buddy. Can't wait.
Thanks.
See you real
Absolutely.
soon.
Yeah.
Thanks, Al.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Al, thank you so much for doing the show. We really appreciate you being here.
Thank you, buddy.
Thanks for having me. Again. Do
All
some
right,
shows.
and from there, we're going to go right to our next guest who has been patiently waiting. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to fuck this intro up because I want to get the quote exactly right, but the New York Times described him. I'm going to ask him for it exactly. But ladies and gentlemen, one of the best follows on Twitter. Please welcome George Hahn, everybody. George Hahn.
Woo!
George, what was it that the New York Times said about you?
They called me an urban raconteur.
Urban raconteur. That is absolutely fantastic.
I didn't even know what that was until they titled the article that. So yeah, we all learn something when we read the Times, even when it's about you.
They once said to me I was a human raccoon on tour. Is that the same thing?
Or, if I was rocking a D cup and I was on tour, I would be a rack on tour.
There you go.
Excellent. For those of you who do not follow George yet on Twitter, please do so. As I said, one of the best follows on Twitter. Absolutely hilarious. Your videos are fantastic. Your tweets are biting and great. We appreciate you being here, man.
Well, thanks for having me. This is fun. I was just watching Hal. The hair. I can't get over it.
Right?
Have you ever had long hair like that, George?
Not quite that long, but you guys were earlier talking about COVID hair, and since this whole thing happened or started, I've had long-ish hair, like I was like down to a surfer dude earlier this year. I buzzed my hair last year, and then there's this. So yeah, I've featured a few.
I do not know why anybody would buzz their own hair. That just sounds very silly.
Not only Steve did I buzz my own hair, I did it live on Instagram.
Oh, I did it, and Josh Wolf described me as a sunburnt toe.
Yeah. Not something I recommend, but nonetheless.
Now you look great though. Can you tell me? I'm fascinated though. Like the New York Times basically did a story on you being like an interesting person. Like how did that article happen?
Because I'm an interesting person.
All right, fair.
I mean,
that
people don't have to
happened
say they're interesting, Steve. They just are interesting, and people notice. You don't have to like.
None of us have ever tried that.
Thank you.
A lot of us have been trying to hack algorithms. None of us have tried being interesting. That's a good tip.
Thank you. Just be interesting. It is a cardinal sin. I think it's a cardinal sin to be. It's a mortal sin to be boring. No. How that happened was one of the editors this wonderful writer and editor named Hillary Howard had been following me for years
on Twitter.
And yeah.
Okay.
And
just
during
making sure.
lockdown. Wait, is she behind me? She she asked me, like she'd been following. I did these walks during the lockdown. I did these videos. A few of them have gone viral. You know, I guess they're sort of impersonations or satirical impersonations of what might think of as a Karen. And asked, because the videos that I'd been doing had gotten a following, and she asked if I'd be interested in being profiled for their what is it called? It's a weekly thing they call a Sunday routine. So what do I do with my Sundays? So that's how that came about.
Yeah,
I love that all of our things now are just creepy in some way. I'm gonna either follow you or profile you. You have a choice, George. Which one would you like?
Either one. Listen, I'll take any action I can get, please.
So how do you feel about the state of things now? Do you feel like things are turning around? Are we still up Schitt's Creek? Where do you stand?
I was feeling really good about 10 minutes ago until this other variant, crashed the party. It's got me a little bit nervous. Our state governor is now doing a little state of emergency situation. But I guess for now, based on what we know at this point, like, I'm vaxxed. I'm triple vaxxed. I wish everybody in the world would get vaxxed.
How do you deal with the conspiracy theorists who just come at it from all angles? Like, I have one friend, luckily from high school, who's a scientist, believe it or not, but he sends me on DM every single right-wing conspiracy theory, so I don't have to follow those pages. He is that and believes it, so I just get a filter. But he literally in the last 24 hours first sent me one being like, oh, the variant that now is more susceptible to children so happens to come out 2 days after they encourage all children to get vaxxed. Coincidence? And the next day sends me, oh, you think the new variant comes out just 2 days before the Ghislaine Maxwell trial? Coincidence? I'm like, it can't be both, bro. How do you believe both?
Yeah, they're just like, oh, just conveniently 2 years after the finale of Game of Thrones. Coincidence?
Honestly, if I spent any serious time, I mean, in the beginning, when shit started to go viral for me about like a little over a year ago, I paid attention a little bit to comments, but I really don't. I don't get caught up in it. I got what's the word? Suspended from TikTok twice because my pro-vaccine satire videos were flagged as hate speech by anti-vaxxers. Yes.
Yeah, they don't get satire much.
They don't get satire.
I did a hidden camera at an anti-vax restaurant exposing their hypocrisy, and YouTube demonetized me for being anti-vax. I'm like, do you not get the whole point?
No. I mean, anybody who's watched my videos knows I'll put on this voice. It's kind of a Karen. And literally the comments, when you read them on TikTok, it's like, can you believe this guy really sounds like that? I'm like, do you really think I'm serious?
Well, people are real stupid. Like, yeah, we got a buddy who does this redneck character, was a Trump guy, and like he would get all these hates from liberals. Like, it's a joke, man. I'm totally kidding. How do you not understand what's happening? So everyone's real dumb.
Yeah, I did. I posted a thing on Twitter today that was like, where would you like to take your family if you had one choice? And it was like London, Paris, New York, and then it said Vin Diesel's house. Now, obviously, this is a dumb joke about the Vin Diesel family meme, and the amount of people who would be like, "Well, what's in Vin Diesel's house? Why wouldn't you pick Paris over Vin Diesel's house?" I'm just like, this is all right. This is
oh my god, fucking people! Like, you literally, if there is a way for a lot of people to lift a leg or piss on a joke or just be in a fart in an elevator about it, like, they will find it. Like, this is satire.
I wrote an alcoholic.
Everybody calm down, enjoy it, but they can't. They gotta yeah.
I wrote an alcoholic type prayer where it's like, Lord, give me the ability to not comment funnily on serious posts and not comment serious on funny posts, and the wisdom to know the difference, right? Like,
that is,
because I love when people make funny jokes on serious comments. When you're like, they're like, who books that? Like, fuck you, man. I'm talking about a comic friend that died. Shut up. You know what I mean? Or whatever. It's like, don't comment funny on serious posts and don't comment serious on funny posts, motherfucker.
So listen, like, what is our takeaway here? The world and social media is loaded with a lot of unfunny people. Like, a lot of unfunny people.
Most of them. We would say most of them
are unfunny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially,
I would agree.
I don't know. I've been trying to find that list of ultra conservative right wing comedy icons. I can't find it.
Well, because comedy on some level, you have to be smart.
Right.
It's Dennis Miller just talking to his social media manager, being like, "Come on, babe, just get that list out there again. Come on."
That's why all college professors are liberal, because you got to be smart to be a fucking college professor, and the smarter you are, the more liberal you generally are. That's just how it works.
When did we lose Miller, by the way? I remember when I was in college from 89 to 93. We used to listen to the Off-White album religiously.
Yeah.
It was funny.
Yeah. He was funny.
And
What
then
happened,
Miller
the
realized, he's like, no, not Off-White, completely white.
Right.
Totally white.
Well, but think if you were the only good comedian in a whole space. And that's got to be nice, right?
Right. But it wasn't always, in my memory, maybe I just wasn't like dialed in as much, but I don't remember him being like that. And then one day
he
he's
wasn't.
been off my radar for years. And then I was like, wait a minute, what just happened to Dennis Miller?
No, he wasn't. Like,
well, on his HBO show, he would go back and forth. He was kind of in the middle sometimes. Sometimes he would take the right side of a thing. Sometimes he would take the left side of a thing. Like he was kind of in the middle there a little bit for a while, and then I think he just fell off the other side.
And then I think he just stopped getting put on television, and then Bill O'Reilly called, and he's like, "I've been a fan, Dennis," and he's like, "Let's go full alt-right. Let's do it."
Yeah, it's very strange to me when comedians do that. Like Tim Allen is very, very right wing, and it's very strange to me because he has jokes about like how dare the government have programs that interfere with blah blah blah. And I'm like, if it weren't for those programs, you'd be in jail for drugs because that's the program that allowed you to be out. Like
Interestingly, I've never found him to be incredibly funny, like at all.
You don't like comics that replace punchlines with grunting noises?
Surprising, Greg. I would have thought you'd been George. I thought you'd be a huge fan of fucking Tim Allen. The way your whole demeanor says Tim Allen fan to me. Him and Larry the Cable Guy are your favorite guy.
Yeah, I'm touching myself as you talk.
I just realized I'm very glad that no Karen has figured out yet that if there's a comic on stage they don't like, they could literally ask to talk to his manager. And be like, why are you representing this guy?
Oh, Ben, my reps get the most ridiculous emails. Like, my reps get emails basically from people who are complaining about me and like, you should fire him and blah, blah, blah. And they just send them to me. They just forward them to me with like a smiley face. Like, it's just...
I have one question. You blow my mind. Go ahead.
I'm just blown away that Steve's reps email him. They don't even email me back. It's pretty incredible.
What is a rep? That's the thing I don't understand. What is a manager? What are you saying?
Hey guys, some things don't change. My computer's about to die. I forgot to plug it in. I'll be right back.
Oh, God bless Ben. That's so cute.
Now, George, real quick, you were in Sex and the City, right? Were you in a Sex and the City episode?
True story.
True? Yes, and I did your IMDb, and I looked up, and my favorite thing is your character was called Great Looking Guy. That's got to be a fun casting to get, right? Like when they cast you as Great Looking Guy, that's got to be cool, right?
It wasn't listed as that when I auditioned for it and read it. It was originally Window Guy. I remember that. And then
you were so good looking, they changed it to Great Looking Guy. That's awesome.
They changed it after I was cast, which was very nice of them.
It turned out they were like, yeah, guy that they stare at in the window. That's what that means. They're like window guy, the same way that Amsterdam has window women. Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah,
I've always felt like the girl who played Martha Dump Truck in Heathers. Like, how bad does it feel to get cast as that? Like, you're the gross person everyone makes fun of. Congratulations, you booked it. Like, oh fuck.
I've always felt like whenever there's someone who is like heavy and they're the butt of a lot of jokes on a TV show or a movie, just like I feel cringy about it.
Yeah.
For that performer, I feel real cringy. It takes a certain sensibility.
But you were naked. You were naked in Sex and the City.
Yeah.
So how did that shoot?
Prepared? You know, no one's gonna screen share that.
Say it again, darling.
No one has that screenshot prepared for.
We don't want to get demonetized. I mean, come on.
How did that shoot go? Did you have to wear one of those like nude?
I'm not. Yeah, I was. I'm. Yeah, I'm an expensive Mason, not a free one.
As soon as you said you were naked in it, Amina said, "Oh yeah, I knew I recognized him."
There's a funny story after that. So when you did, this was like 20 years ago. And so when you did an episode of Sex and the City around New York, at least, like you were famous for 15 minutes and people recognized you because everybody watched the show Sunday night. And so for the following week, your chances of getting stopped or someone saying, saw you, great job or whatever, were really high. there was a hotel in Midtown. It's still there, but it's under new ownership. And I was at the bar in this hotel called the Paramount on 46th Street near Times Square. And the men's room in the bar in the lobby was all mirror. So the urinals like were mounted on a wall of mirror, and there were 2 urinals side by side. So I go in there and take a leak. And then this other guy comes in, the total cock show. And so this other guy comes in and he starts taking a leak, and he looks at me and he goes, "Saw you on Sex and the City. Nice ass." And I said, "Now you get to see the front too. What are your thoughts?"
And
Got
then
so quiet.
What is a total cock show? Can you explain that phrase, please?
Dude, you're hanging meat like in front of each other, like in front of a mirror. It's a wall, floor to ceiling, wall to wall.
Oh, yeah. See, my dick is all the way inside the in part of the urinal. Like, you would not ever see any of me. I'm all the way almost inside of it. When I'm peeing.
Right.
Like,
that's impressive.
would never
The
Let's just
Bowers actually pees through a horse blinder. Like
It's called a glory hole. That's
called a glory hole.
That's not peeing.
And there's no glory, George. There's no glory at all.
No matter how thin the wall is, when Bowers uses a glory hole, he just has to describe his penis to the person on the other side.
If this could get all the way through this hole, you'd really enjoy what was going to come in through the end. Now, you're going to have to come in this stall with me. Well, maybe we can put it through the toilet paper tube. I don't know what's going to happen.
It's formality of a wall. Come around.
So much cock on this show. I love it.
Oh, just wait.
No idea, buddy. You have no idea.
So, George, I thought it couldn't
do
get any gayer. Here we go.
George, do you think that the construction of that was purposeful? Like, do you think that they did
God,
that?
yeah.
Like, it's
hotel. Do you know who Ian Schrager is?
No.
Ian Schrager.
He's the leading architect of dick urinals, Steve. You don't know that?
Ian Schrager was partners with a guy named Steve Rubell. And Ian Schrager and Steve Rubell created Studio 54.
Yeah, I knew Steve. I didn't know the other one. All right.
Steve Rubell and Ian Schrager. Ian was kind of like more behind the scenes, a little quieter.
Yeah,
Steve Rubell was the front of house, the showman. Steve's the one who's always winds up in the movies about any scene about that nightclub. Steve is always there. Ian, a little more behind the scenes. But anyway, the two of them went to prison for tax evasion, which means they can never open a bar again without a partner, because if you're a convicted felon, you can't get a liquor license. So anyway, they get out of prison. 54 kind of dies. And they started what we think of as the boutique hotel thing. And it started with the Morgan Hotel on the East Side. Then they opened the Paramount. And they were the first ones to create hotels that were also destination spots with a cool bar. They had a cool scene. It was glamorous. So it was always very provocative. There was always
Plus a
something
dick show.
sexual.
That was part of it.
Basically.
Cock show.
So that
Bowers cock show.
design of that bathroom, totally deliberate. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
So that's how they kind of, made
The reason I asked is because the student center on my campus was designed by someone who is a theoretical architect. It was his first building. He was the dean of the architectural school. He had never built anything though.
Sure.
And so this was his first building, and they had these giant glass ramps that went everywhere. And they didn't think about the fact that glass is a bad idea for a ramp when women wear dresses. And so after that student center was open for a couple of days, it closed down, and they had to spend millions of dollars clouding all the glass, because people would just walk and the ramp was above you, and people would just be able to look up people's skirts because this guy was a fucking idiot.
It's almost like people don't take women into account when they design things.
I mean,
Also, you have to understand Steve's question, because for many years, Steve would carry around a large mirror that he would place in front of urinals when he would pee, in case anybody wanted to take a look. So
Yeah, which, let me just say, was cumbersome. To
Oh,
lug that
yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah, I can imagine.
always a mirror.
One of my favorite.
Bowers only used a compact mirror.
Size in a mirror.
Being able to tell the size of a guy's dick by what size mirror he carries around.
That's right.
I like this as a policy.
Basically.
My favorite engineering fail is the University of Indianapolis, or IU library, the Indiana University Library. It settles about a foot a year, because when they designed it, they didn't take into account the weight of the books. And then once they put the books in the library, it was too fucking heavy, and it sinks about a foot every year.
But the good thing is it's the library in Indiana University, so nobody uses it.
It would topple instantly otherwise. That's true.
if any people were in there, they'd be fucked. Yeah, you're right.
That's actually all they use it for.
Yeah, that's right. The only people in there are fucking. That's true.
You guys were talking about Scientology earlier. I'll tell you, it's like a slightly creepy story. It kind of freaked me out. Like the one movie that I did, the one feature film I was in a movie called Kate and Leopold with Hugh Jackman and Meg Ryan. And it was Meg Ryan's first movie post Russell Crowe, Dennis Quaid love triangle thing. I don't know if you remember that, but it was like this big, like she was with Dennis Quaid. And
pre or post plastic surgery?
Pre.
Okay.
But there was a rumor that she had because you shoot a movie out of sequence. There was a rumor that she had altered her lips during production. So in some scenes they may look bigger and smaller. I don't know what I haven't watched the movie in forever, but the scene that I was in, Hugh Jackman could not have been cooler. Bradley Whitford was in the scene. I fucking love that guy.
Oh god, he's my favorite actor.
He's so good. And just like as a person, the kind of person like you sit down next to Brad or just talk to him. He's one of those people you just kind of like fall right in with. It's not tricky. It's just easy. And it's just like, mwah, chef's kiss to that one. But the scene we did was shot inside of a studio in the Edison Hotel. And the Edison Hotel is on actually the same block as the Paramount Hotel with the mirrored urinals. But between the Edison and the Paramount hotels was the New York headquarters of Scientology. So I wasn't like a big, I was a day player on this movie. I had a couple of lines with Hugh. It was a commercial scene. And then we took a lunch break. We go to lunch in the Scientology Center. Not the big stars, but like, the low on the totem pole ones.
The vulnerable ones.
Thank you very much. Very lovely. So this must have been part of the deal they got to be able to use the Scientology cafeteria, like for us to have lunch, but we all were handed a copy of Dianetics on the way in. I was like, you're fucking
I would rather read a copy of Dianetics.
Is it a good book? Is it good?
I finished it before lunch was done.
I would rather read about diuretics.
Thank you.
Definitely better second time for sure.
I cut you off on that one, Ben. That was my bad.
That was where your joke was going?
He
said, I said,
Ben,
you
said it?
Yeah, I said it. It's all good.
Oh.
I just cut him off. You didn't hear it because of me.
But that's creepy.
I think it really does say something about the entertainment industry that they're just like, wait, what do you mean we can save a couple of bucks on this movie if we indoctrinate all the younger actors? Yeah, sure, let's do it. Let's save a few dollars.
I'm guessing, I'm hoping, because I like the director
you know what the price of food is in Manhattan? Come on, let's do this.
I know. But I think we just got to use the room. God,
Did you read it? I want a highlights reel.
Yeah, did you read it?
I wish. I honestly couldn't get past the preface or whatever the fuck is in the front.
Yeah,
I can tell you how their plan is kind of clever to play to the egos of artists, how they get a lot of artists. One other time I was walking as like a young aspiring actor down Hollywood Boulevard, and they had the free stress test to give you, or it was a free IQ test they were offering. So I'm like, all right, free IQ test. I can survive this. I'm not going to be indoctrinated. I get in there, they give me the IQ test, and they're like, ooh, you're very, very smart. Also, just so you know, if you're interested at all in Scientology, artists are very important in our religion because artists dream the dreams of the future. And so they're very powerful. I was like, okay, so I get to enter this thing pretty high up in there? Okay, interesting.
Ben, I say this out of love, but anyone
here we go.
Anyone who thinks that they can take an IQ test on the street has automatically failed an IQ test.
I was going to make the joke that Ben used to be a young aspiring actress and now he's an old aspiring actor.
Ours was way worse. Holy shit.
Not equal. Those are about equal.
There's a reason things are free.
I'm just upset that
you got your money's
the
worth.
Jews used to run the media, and now it's the Scientologists. Like, we really need to fight back.
Look, I mean, you can judge a free IQ test if you want, but it came with a free hot dog, so you decide.
By the way, he only told that story because they told him he was really smart. If they'd have told him he was dumb in that story, he wouldn't have told it, I don't think.
Chris, I said it was free. The test was free. The test was free.
But it's the same way, like if you've ever played an iPhone game and like those ads come up and they'll just be like, oh, what's your IQ? I'm like, nothing if you click download. It's a 0. Like, Rachel, what do we got?
All right. Yep. So we had, let's see. Jack Dostal said, I think replacing things with grunting noises could be a new game. Bunch said, so this is for Ben. Sartorially speaking, I love this shirt, Ben.
Thank
Very
you so much.
festive.
Thank you so much. If I knew what that word meant, I would get it completely.
She meant sarcastically saying, right?
Bunce, what'd you mean?
Sartorial sick.
I think it's
right?
Sartorial means he's snappy dresser.
Sartorial means clothes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sartorial's
Steve.
about clothes.
So it wasn't what Bowers insult thought Bowers I thought it was.
No, I thought she was
Like for a change.
after we talked about no one knows what sarcasm is, I thought she was saying, being sarcastic, I like your shirt.
No, it's another word that starts with the same couple letters, but it gets real different.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm very bad at spelling, so I very rarely get the first 3 letters right. I have to yell to Chris all the time because if you don't
entire
get the first 3 letters,
time
your
his last
phone
name
can't
has
even help
actually
you.
been this entire time his last name's actually been Bowman.
Yes. That's how bad I am at spelling.
It's a challenge. It's a challenge.
It's Bowden. That's how bad I am. It's Bowden. It's not even. There's not even a W.
We had a late comment for Hal, but Varden had just said that he loved his performance and enjoyed his comedy since, and was jealous of their hair.
Nice. Well, he's
Hal
probably
got
still
so much
watching on
going
YouTube,
on.
so he can hear that.
After Hal gave the rundown of what's going on with him coming up, I want to lie down.
Yeah. Ironically, for these times, by the way, Bowers' actual name is not Chris Bowers. It's Let's Go Brandon. So it's really weird. It's not the right time for not the right time for that at all.
Let's see. We had Demetria send the show $20. So thank you so much for supporting the show.
Thanks, Demetria.
Thank you so much.
Tam tipped the show and said, for whatever it is that we're tipping for, I wasn't paying attention. This may not even be enough to be in the running. And she is, in fact, in second place. So
wow.
It's the helmet and all the bike accoutrements.
The helmet, the shirt, and the dick pads.
And
we send you a cameo style video. And
wow, you guys are
send you
serious about this.
a Tam Sai. We have a Tam
But not
Sai video.
serious.
You also will.
The top 4 tippers each of you get a personal cameo style video from each of the 4 hosts. So that's exciting for whoever.
I'm thinking I might have Tam Sai be my ringtone. That'd be fun if I had a Tam Sai ringtone. That could be cool.
Every time she texts you, it goes.
There are definitely people in my phone that I would want that ringtone for.
Name those people.
I mean, I could because I know they're not watching.
We know your mom doesn't watch the show.
Oh.
And so currently the top 4, so the top one, front row Stephen Valson and 10666. So $106.66. And he wants the 4-headed videos, but now he's going to get the bike merch too as of now. So we've got Steve, and then we've got Tam, and then we have Bunst, and then we have Demetria. So those are the top 4 so far.
Nice. How far back is 5th place?
$10.
Oh, so it's anybody's ball game.
It's anybody's, like the
Anybody's
last
ball
3
game.
to 4. Yeah.
Plus, any comment, any paid comment might get picked. Any paid comment might get picked.
Yeah, that's true. We're picking a
I
wild
have a
card on
couple
this
I'm
one.
going between, so keep sending comments in. Skittles tipped the show $20. Thanks, Jan. Good to see you. And Steph said, from seeing George on an episode of Law & Order CI to SDSC, it's certainly been an amazing morning in Australia.
Nice. George, question for you.
Yeah.
What's the one that, like, when someone says to you, what do you do for a living? Like, how do you describe yourself? Because you've got your hand in a lot of different pots.
Raconteur. He says raconteur. We've already been through this.
Urban raccoon.
I literally thought about
Urban raccoon.
Literally thought about putting that on a card, like, here, raconteur, figure it out. No. I create I think the simplest way to describe it. I create content. Sometimes it's videos on Instagram, TikTok. I tweet. I write a blog. I have what I call an occasional podcast. And like you guys are doing right now, I have this sort of giant tip jar. It's like, I don't have a paywall. It's just everything I do is free. And whatever you can throw in is great. But the simplest answer, Steve, to answer your question, I think, is I make content, videos, written, and sometimes podcast.
Excellent. And do you want to plug your tip jar for people?
Sure. You can always go to georgehahn.com/support. You can do Apple Pay. You can do, there's PayPal. I also have a tip jar on Twitter on my profile. And I do Instagram lives most commonly in the morning. I do a morning walk with the dogs. That gets an audience. It still blows my mind. But I do Instagram lives, and those are monetized. So people want to throw tips in the tip jar. Basically, the dog walking version of stripping on a pole. It's really like, what am I? I'm a virtual. I'm an online pole dancer, but like without,
But
keep my
doggy
clothes on.
style.
Yes.
Well played.
And George, of all the amazing projects you've done in your career, today included, which one feels the most prestigious?
Literally, right now. Right now.
That's what
I'm
we're hoping
exactly where
for.
I want to be. I'm exactly where I want to be.
Who says you can't lead a horse to water and have him drink? Nice work, Ben.
Well played, Ben.
Thank you very much.
Well, thanks, Greg, man. That was awesome. We really appreciate you being here. Thanks so
George,
much.
we appreciate you being here.
The Greg Hahn, I've said that twice. I'm friends with the Greg Hahn, and it's fucking my head up. I'm sorry.
I have a cousin, Greg Hahn.
Huh?
I have a cousin, Greg Hahn.
Yeah, there's a really funny comic named Greg Hahn. Is a buddy of mine. I keep getting you guys confused, but
nice.
Well, George Hahn, georgehahn.com, and throw in, the tips and all that stuff. George, do you have a Patreon?
I don't. I should start one.
You would absolutely, with your numbers on social media, you'd absolutely kill it on there.
I do have to start. I started a profile, but I got to finish it. So thanks for the reminder.
Yeah, absolutely. Love your stuff. Love your content. Thank you so much for joining us on the show. Really great to have you.
Steve, everybody, thank you guys so much. This was such a pleasure.
Thank you, George.
Thanks,
George. Excellent.
all right.
How's this so far for a mega spectacular, y'all? This is a blast.
Good. We got more show too. We
Real
still got
quick,
more
though,
show. How we doing, Rach?
Before Allie goes on, people just were in a frenzy throwing in all kinds of tips. And so I'm going to do some calculations, but the order just got changed up dramatically. So we'll give an update after Allie's.
Excellent. All right. I'm going to have to.
Well, let's not waste any more time. We'll get to. Put that in a box.
What?
Are we ready?
What?
Say about a box. You want me to open?
I was about to introduce Allie, and then I thought you guys were talking. Are we introducing Allie or talking? What happened?
No. When it's Allie's on Spotlit so that she could be Spotlit by herself when you introduce her.
Yeah, I just thought you were talking. I'm sorry. All right, right now it's Allie Goldberg.
Before you introduce me, apparently I've been on the same camera the whole time, the wrong camera the whole time. Do I look more beautiful?
Oh, wow.
Marvelous.
Yes.
Am I crisp? Okay. So, hi, I'm Allie Goldberg. Thank you, everyone, for having me back. So I wanted to share a story today. This is something that happened a while ago, but I've really been reflecting on it lately, and because I went to a sex dungeon. Has anyone done that? Someone in this Zoom room is lying. Someone else has been. I went in 2019, and to be honest, I thought it was kind of disgusting. But then we went through a global pandemic, and now I think it's the sweetest thing I ever saw. We didn't even shake hands for a year, and people used to fist each other in public. It's beautiful. So they have, there's this one dungeon, and they have a newbie night. So for $25, you can go as a voyeur. And I did. 5 stars. Okay, so it is delightful. It is a delightful experience before you even enter the dungeon. Not also do that. The thing that's really amazing about the dungeon is before you can see the dungeon, you can hear the dungeon. And so, I actually wanted to do a little bit of audience participation today, okay? So, Frank. Let's say both Franks that I see. Okay, both Franks. And let's see, Debs. Okay, what you're gonna do is you're just gonna smack your clothes or your pants sometimes. Like, no, not yet. I'm still ready. Okay. No premature ejaculation here. I'll tell you when. Okay. So you're gonna just. You're gonna randomly just smack your body, okay? And then let's have Anna Banana, Aranka, and who else we got here? I'm looking for people that are Sean, okay? Every now and then you're just gonna clap, okay? Just random times. And then I'm gonna need all of our hosts, okay? So Rachel, Steve, Ben, Bowers, okay? We're gonna get a little ASMR. You guys are just gonna go like this.
Oh, I'm good at that noise. All right, here we go.
Everyone, if everyone could just close their eyes so we could just really be here together, and then on the count of 3, I would like everyone to play their part, and we'll just see how this goes, okay? 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm sorry, and Wendy, if you could just randomly scream. Okay, beautiful. Okay, that was great. Thank you. Please shut the fuck up. That's disgusting. Taylor just wrote, I hate this. Don't worry. We all do. Okay. That's what you hear before you even enter. I'm not even kidding. So, and then you walk in and you just kind of observe all the stations. You know what I mean? Like, oh, they're in a cage and that one's got a lot of fur. And it's very much like being at the zoo. A place I am now no longer allowed to go because now I think it's normal to jerk off there. But everyone pegged me. As a spectator, immediately, okay? Some guy walked up to me within a minute of arriving and made all my dreams come true, and by that I mean he asked if I'd like a tour. So, then he asked me my name, and I told him Allie because that's my name, and then I asked him his name, and he said excessive, to which I replied, okay, Dan. And then excessive, or as I like to call him, Dan from accounting. He really wanted to know what my kinks are. I'm in my late 30s. My only kink is in my neck, okay? I just like going to the zoo. But so he's like listing kinks. He's like, do you like being electrocuted? Or, oh, you should come to ropes night. We're having one next Friday. The way he said it, he could have been inviting me to a potluck. It was like so happy. So he was basically like, it's really weird at first, but then you feel fantastic. I mean, honestly, like, are we talking about fucking or are we talking about going gluten-free? Because I don't even know. And then he says to me, if you've been rock climbing, it's just like rock climbing. Okay. I happen to love rock climbing, and I'm pretty sure it's not the same as being tied up with ropes and fucked in a dungeon while spectators like myself watch. But you know what? Who doesn't want to get belayed? That joke was only for me and Rachel. That's it. I did it for us and any viewers in Denver. That was for us. So anyway, I could talk for a while about the sex dungeon, but I'll just wrap it up here because we should always wrap it up. So I enjoyed the sex dungeon. I think people should do whatever the fuck they want to do. You do you and do everyone around you too. But the whole experience, I couldn't help but wonder, is it a problem if we're not saving anything for later? I remember as a kid being taught to save some for later, are you really sure you want to eat? all that ass at once? You're gonna get a stomachache if you and then one day there's gonna be a great, delicious ass in front of you, and you and then we didn't shake hands for a year. Thank you so much.
Allie Goldberg, everybody. Allie Goldberg. Tip jar is open. No pun on tip. Tip jar is open. Top right of the screen is our Venmo. You can PayPal at sdscshow.com. Of course, Super Chat on the YouTube. Do all that stuff. I learned that I've been rock climbing wrong. That was...
Also, no pun on open or jar based on that story. It could be anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, I
love
mean,
that you
the idea of that's what you hear before you even enter. I was like, enter which thing?
Well, I love how she said there's this one dungeon like she's been to many. That was fun.
I've only been to one dungeon, but I would really like to go to another dungeon. Like Bowers, if you want to find a dungeon, I'll find a dungeon in LA, and we'll have a voyeur.
I'll go to a dungeon with. I would go to a dungeon. Chrissy would be super into a sex dungeon. She would go for sure. I don't know if I can get her out of it. That'd be the problem.
Just so we're clear, I'm only there to watch. But
yeah, I'm with you there. I don't. I went to a sex dungeon once. I went to a sex dungeon once, and I sat outside. I didn't go. I never had the courage to go in. Just 'cause I was gonna go in, but then everybody that walked by, I didn't want to watch them fuck. I was like,
and let me just say this as someone who now lives in Pittsburgh. I now know the difference between an LA restaurant and a Pittsburgh restaurant. And I know the difference between an LA television production and a Pittsburgh television production. And I don't want to go to a Pittsburgh sex dungeon.
Did you
I went to a San Jose sex dungeon, which is also terrible. You do not want to go to a San Jose sex dungeon. By the airport, by the way.
Steve finally found out what two pickets to Pittsburgh means, I think.
Honestly, I bet the dungeon in Pittsburgh is legit because I've been to gay bars in LA and I've been to gay bars in Pittsburgh. In Pittsburgh, they've got dick dancers. Fully naked, helicopter. Yeah, dick dancers.
Wow.
In LA, they still wear sequins on their dick. They still have sequins on their dick. Just to be clear, all of this is very asexual for me. Like, I want to go to a dungeon and I want to go to Scientology brunch. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to have all the experiences.
You're just a curiosity person. You just like doing weird shit. I like it. I like that.
I mean, I'm curious at the idea of a sexual potluck, frankly. Like you were like,
everybody brings
this
a
is
dish
a potluck.
for everyone else to eat.
How would that even work?
Everybody brings a dish for somebody else to eat. It's not that hard.
I've already got in my mind kind of a whole Venn diagram situation happening. I can figure it out.
The potluck, that's fine. You toss the salad. You don't put a bun in the oven. You know.
Hey, Ben's in charge of tossing the salad at his house.
I also think that if these people were as sex positive as they thought they were, at some point they would just move their sex parties out of the dungeon. Don't you think? Bring it up to the main floor.
Okay, Ben definitely doesn't understand BDSM, so we're just gonna leave it there.
The dungeon's part of it, Ben. The dungeon's part of it. I did think when you said before you could see it, you could. I did when you said hear it, I was relieved because I thought you were gonna say smell it, and that would have been worse.
No, a lot of people have asked me that. It actually just to be, this isn't even funny, but they over sanitize. Like they were on top of they were on top of COVID before it was cool. You know what I mean? Like
Allie, would you call their sanitization efforts excessive?
Hold on 1 second. He gave me his business card.
Oh my God. Of course he did.
I'm just picturing a lot of people saying stuff like, I'm going to sanitize all over your face. And I don't think that's necessary.
Can't she kept this business card? That's very funny.
I'm sorry, but all the Lysol in the world.
Yeah. Okay, I saved this for 2 years. He told me, oh, my name's excessive. And then he handed me this.
Wait, closer? Closer? I can't.
X. So you can't fuck or spell. This is great.
Like he handed me this, like it was a fucking business card. Like he handed me a piece of paper.
Also,
excessive.
He really doesn't understand the main purpose of business cards is to be able to contact the person later. I don't think he really.
This is it. This is
also,
the whole thing.
I enjoy that his name is excessive, but his business card is underwhelming.
I mean, it was amazing. It was amazing.
What was the tamest thing you saw that was going on?
Wait. Before you answer that, can we just say the business card for one more second? Just because the idea that this guy has 500 of those printed up.
Yeah, I mean it's handwritten, but that he was like, oh, you know what I need? I definitely need to take some paper. I need to cut it up. I need to write excessive on it. Maybe get 15.
He's just got just
But
one
it also
Tuesday
doesn't say
afternoon for him.
excessive.
Just a Tuesday afternoon for him is just business card day. He's like, I got to get more professional.
He had it just ready. The whole thing was amazing. I did want to mention that there was a snack table. I know there's been a lot of talk about the situation. There was no way I was touching those snacks.
Snacks.
Yeah, and I love free.
What kind of snacks we talking about?
What kind of
There's
snacks?
like cookies, cheese, and crackers. But I was like, the places.
Well,
I
now
know
Ben's
fans
in.
have been,
Yeah. Once there's
We
food,
found the
Ben
potluck,
don't
you
go to
guys.
any dungeon if there's food. He doesn't.
Hell yes, I will.
yeah.
Now you
Was
didn't
there
like
a bunch
rock
of hot
climbing
dogs?
like that, but what about would you tie yourself up if you were going the rock climbing?
He could tie me up. Yeah, that's fine.
Unfortunately,
I'll
though,
get
it's
belayed. That's fine.
it's over sanitized, so you cannot smell what the rock is cooking though.
He keeps slipping down and says he's so oily. He's so oily you can't climb him. It's like chasing a greasy
Just
fish.
trying to hold on to Dwayne's Johnson.
Talk about being between a rock and a hard place. Anyway, Rach, what are you coming up?
By the way, excellent segue. Our next special guest is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Everybody. Oh wait, no.
I didn't even know that the game was about.
Rachel, what was this? What was this, Rachel?
Pretty hard on.
That's Rock Hard Rachel, baby.
Tips for Allie.
Oh yeah.
We had Abby Wright tip you and said, "What the hell kind of zoos are you going into?"
This is the mammal exhibit.
That's what the dungeon is. Yeah.
All these snakes turn me on. What can I say?
I like that I did my sex dungeon story with my Hanukkah earrings.
Wendy tipped you a scarf and 2 pairs of handcuffs.
Yeah. By the way, a sex dungeon and Hanukkah have one thing in common: oil.
That's true.
They put the oil in oil, I'll tell you that much.
Oy vey. Frankie Berman said, "Great set as always." Tam tipped you $30 and said, "I laughed so hard I'm practically in knots."
Thank you.
It's also very similar to a sex dungeon. The story of Hanukkah, you'd probably walk in there, you're expecting just to see one dick, and there's 8 dicks. It's incredible. The miracle of that.
Yeah. Although in that dungeon, everyone probably says they can last longer than they do.
Strong point. Strong point. Yeah.
These dudes don't come till they're electrocuted, Steve. I think they last for a while.
That's a very good point. I didn't think about that.
Strong point.
These dudes can't just come. They need to be tied up and shocked and their tits fucking rubbed off. These dudes takes a lot to them to come. They probably last
These motherfuckers put the Mac in Maccabee. You know what I'm saying?
No.
No, you don't.
Said no.
I didn't realize the dungeon was basically Hebrew school, but that's great.
Kim Stewart sent you $10 and said, "Great as always." Bunst sent in $25. "You crack me up." Suggestion for sex dungeon for nerds: Dungeons and Passions.
Yeah, I don't have a Dungeons and Dragons joke in there yet, but it does seem like just.
What'd they say? Dungeons and Passions? Is that what they said?
Dungeons and Passions.
How about dungeons and dragging people by the hair? Because that's what they're into.
Oh!
Also, is there drag there? Because that could
How
work.
about Dungeons and Hanging
drag?
Brain? No?
Yeah.
What? What'd you say, Steve?
It's
I said
a drag.
If anyone's in drag there, that works.
There
Dungeons and
wasn't
drag.
drag because they're naked, so.
Okay, fair.
This is a drag
There
with
was fisting, so
It's a drag. They run out of those little sausages on the snack table, though.
They don't put little sausages on the snack table, Ben. That's just cruel.
Oh my god.
Bowers walks in. Clearly, we got the refill guy for the little sausages here.
I'm like, fuck, really? I come to the dungeon, you're gonna mock me right on the tray, on the fucking plate? You dick.
I thought this was a safe space.
I thought this was about sex positivity, not making fun of people body shaming with these tiny sausages, you dicks.
But Bowers, in their defense, you shouldn't have walked in with your dick on a silver platter. That was your fault.
Well, I shouldn't have put the toothpick in it. That's where I fucked up. Anyway.
All right, let's get Zara sent you $50 and said, "Amazing, Allie. That set was everything I needed. Pot fuck sounds interesting."
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's good.
Pot fuck. There you go.
That's a good
it.
tag.
Nice,
That's
Zara,
where you
there
get tossing
go.
the salad and the bam bam in the hand.
It was a
Pot
sex
fuck.
pot fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Marielle sent you $20. Put it towards the next cover charge on the next Excapade.
Oh, thank you. They're opening back up.
The next excessive capade.
Uh-huh.
Well, Bell heard there was weird sex stuff, and he came to the show. He jumped in the waiting room right now. That's pretty cool.
He's a fan.
I don't think he heard.
He's a fan.
He's just a fan. Varden sent you $10 and said, "My side hurts from laughing."
Nice.
And all right, so here's some updates. There's a lot that came in. So I'm gonna just read the comments and then I'll get to numbers.
Okay.
So Cynthia Cresswell tipped the show. Tam, now I know what it is. I have no idea what that was in reference to. It came in I think, a long time ago. All right, I'll leave it there. Vardent is talking to George. He said George. George, instead of, I actually just got that confused. I'm like, oh, we called him George instead of Greg. God damn it, Bowers.
Name is George.
I know.
I fucked it up.
I could spot your ass at the Million Man March. I've loved this dialogue. We also, Anna Hood tipped, "I want stuff." Sean Ehrlich, "because I want a Taylor cameo video."
Ooh.
You know. Zara Benden, "Fuck it, 100 Aussie," which turned out to be $69.
Nice.
Kim Stewart, "I love the show. I can never tip enough to win anything, but I can support the show. Thank you so much."
Thanks, Kim.
Thank you.
Lots of love from New Zealand. Tina McGillen, Natalie Smith, I love having everyone back on the Rachel and Bauer show. Technics, ew. See how Pachow bow, and now that's what Tim's talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Technics, Allie, Uncle Randy Longmire, knows that you're kinky. Your hair, that is.
There it is.
That's true. That's true.
Which, by the way, I
Like
just
my hair.
thought of this joke about an hour and 37 minutes too late, but Nikolai Tesla referred to his pubic hairs as his Tesla coils. All right, we're back to the show.
I thought we didn't do Nikola Tesla. That's what I was surprised. Yeah.
Let's see. We had Tam. Ben, the sex dungeon will definitely have salads for you to toss. Steph, $10 and said, "As someone who has a couple sets of friends in that field, from what they tell me, unclean toys are worse than COVID." Amazing chat.
Yeah. No, they were serious about their sanitization game, at least in this at this particular. I can't speak for all the dungeons, but
I'm just picturing an enormous tube of Barbicide, and they would just pull out that blue barber liquid and they'd pull dildos out of it. It's ready to go.
It's like the barber combs at the barber and that blue. Yeah, I get it. I like it.
no, what's weird is that you see people cleaning up their station while still tied up. So there was like a girl in handcuffs, and she's like cleaning up her they had her tied to like a stake. I mean, it was wild.
That is hilarious.
Does anyone not re-rack the weights?
No, I'm sure they have. Yeah, I'm sure they have issues with it.
That's the saddest part of the strip. That's the saddest part of the strip club experience is when they
Yes.
squirt the pole down and have to clean it after they're done, and then sadly walk off to the next
Wait,
person.
can they have a chain of sex dungeons called Planet Fit in this? No judgments.
No spunks. No spunks.
What about 24
Plan
hour
not fit in
fitness?
24-hour fitness is be good.
Yeah.
Why can't strip clubs assign like a ball boy like in a tennis match to run out there and clean the pole? Why is that?
First, you don't want to call it a ball boy. That's
Judgment. There's all kinds of strip clubs, you know.
It's a pole boy. It's very similar.
Pole boy, yes.
Yeah.
Bad boy.
But yeah, Bowers, there's something very sad about the cleaning afterwards. I don't know why. It's just like, oh, we all just did this.
Because that means there's consequences. Once you clean stuff, there's consequences. You're watching people fist and fuck 9 people, and then when they sanitize, you're like, oh yeah, this is real, and there's fucking consequences.
baseball and strip clubs have 2 things in common: diamonds and foul poles.
That's That's a good joke, Steve.
Thank you.
All right, let's catch
And I still
up.
strike out at both. I don't know.
Well, stop playing
Frankie
in Little
Angles.
League.
Oh, this will keep going, won't it? We can keep going. No.
I got a new one, motherfuckers. I'm the quiet sign now, dog.
Just have to smack yourself in the head with it at some point in the show.
I never did that. I mean, not on camera.
Oh shit!
Whoever won the original is now extra lucky.
Yeah. You might have. Molly might want to check that
Molly,
one for
oh,
butt
no.
prints from Kevin. Maybe the other side of it.
I'm just kidding, Molly.
Picturing it. All right. Anyway.
All right, Angles tip the show. Love you guys. All right, so here are the current totals, right? So I'll start it from the 4th place up. So 1, 2, 3.
Totals. You're not in Kansas City anymore.
So in 4th place so far, so top 4 tippers, right? In 4th place, we got Anna Hood at 130. And then we have 3rd place, Tam, 175. 2nd place, Zara, 188. And in 1st place so far for the Steve Bike merch and the top tipper, Sean Ehrlich with 200.
Oh,
That's our
damn.
current standing. So you have through the game. And
How
leave
far back is
rules.
5th place?
So 5th place, it's about $60.
Okay.
We're good now.
Also, I love Sean Ehrlich's strategy here is to bid the highest amount to win Steve merch and then nominate Steve for a Nobel Peace Prize to increase the value of his own merch. That's
It's a genius move. It's a genius move.
Never seen a move
I
like
lied.
that.
It's $20 behind 4th place.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so we've got here. I'll read the runners up. So Kim Stewart's at 110. Front row Stephen Val at 106.66. Still my favorite. Yeah. So those are the two kind of runner ups.
Nice.
So.
Well, are we
Thank
ready
you.
for the game?
Someone
We
said
got
my
more
nails are
stuff to do.
beautiful. They're stickers. Thank you so much. All right,
Stickers.
my time.
too.
Do we do the game?
I think we're ready for the game.
Yes.
Sure.
I'm very excited
So
for
penis, a fictional sci-fi character. Is that what we're
Yep, sci-fi, fantasy, all of the things. I have a few unpaid that I really loved. So, Gus Walsh had Girth Vader.
Luke, I'm your daddy.
We also had Winklepleck, the Sperminator. Renee Hutchison, King Dong.
Oh my god. Oh, he's climbing the building.
Video front row, who's up first? Adler, go ahead.
Hey everyone, sorry I was late. So I have 3. I'm sending a Venmo for the 3rd. And my 3 is Solo with Your Hand.
Nice.
From X-Files, Cox Mulder. And from Hitchhiker's Guide, Arthur Bent to the Left.
Nice.
And a banana.
That was my original political handle, bend to the left, and I decided to change that.
Okay, sorry. I had a bunch of these. I hope I'm not taking too many. So I have Captain Picard.
Nice.
And I have Chewbacca.
Oh fuck.
And R-Tool D2. CPP30. And Lube Skywalker.
Oh my god.
That's so good.
Those are great. Nice work, Anna.
Berman.
So I have 2. I have Chubba the Hutt.
Nice.
And then Baby Choda.
Oh fuck.
God damn it, that's good.
Pam.
I have free. I'm sending in some money for an extra entry. So I have 7 to 9 inches. I have Jordy and Gorge.
Oh my gosh.
And Dildo Baggins.
Nice. That's where you keep the dildo.
Lord of the cock rings.
Oh, fuck.
One ring to keep them all hard.
For them all.
Hard.
Let's move on.
Alright,
All right, I have Dick and Morty.
Nice.
And Laura Croft, Womb Raider.
Oh, fuck.
She has a strap on that one. I like that.
Ehrlich.
I have BB-69 and Wesley Crusher.
Oh, fuck.
But they called me in college when I was fat.
Zara.
Hey, so I've got a collab with Chris Jacobs, Dildo Tea Baggins. That's very important there.
Nice.
God damn
Game
it.
of Thrones. Game of Thrones. Sweet Throbbin. And my third is Indiana Jones and the Temple of These Nuts.
Oh, nice.
Dana.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Hey. All right. From Hitchhiker's Guide. Thank you, Dave. Hot dog in a box. Exactly, Depot Brox. Sorry. Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Nice.
and in honor of Ben's bracelet from Zara, Clockwork Orange.
Sorry, you're breaking up.
LaBelle.
What's up, buddy?
All right, so I have Chewbacca.
God.
What was happening in the dungeon?
And I
We have
have
an
that,
entire Star Wars porn already right here. Work out these
Very
plot lines.
clever move. Very clever move. LaBall skipping the VFR, huh? I get it. Sure.
and then I have that classic BBC hero, the Coctor.
Nice ones. Alejandra.
Okay. I have Harry Peter.
Nice.
And this one doesn't need much change, but Buzz Lightyear.
By the way, you can tell it's Harry Peter because of the lightning-shaped scar.
Jack.
All right, let's go to the movies for these two. First, Flasher Gordon.
Nice.
And then the king of them all, Tron Jeremy.
Oh, fuck.
That's really good.
Aranka.
Oh, nice work, Jack.
I've got Leia Organ
Oh, nice.
Nice.
and Robocock.
There's not rowboat cock. Love it.
Who's next? Abby.
Oh, we can't hear you.
Can't hear you. Something's going on.
Robocock is half man, half machine.
Robocock is in my bedside drawer.
Abby,
And
try
also the
pulling your
solution
mic.
to Detroit's problems.
Abby, try pulling your mic out of one of your patients' asses, if possible.
I am not working this weekend.
Oh, there you go. Now we're back.
So I'm one person too late with the Robocock entry, but I still have Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Anna D.
Okay, so I have. Can you hear me? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Ready Dick from the Chronicles of Ready Dick, and Peter Spunkman. Cockbuster.
Oh my God. Who are you gonna call?
When there's something strange and it don't look good.
Oh, I've been slimed.
Something makes me feel good.
When you have sex with a girl and you don't call her back, you're called a ghostbuster.
Wendy.
Wesley Crusher, crush this.
Nice.
And from Star Trek Prodigy, Yankum Pud.
Deep cut,
don't
ladies.
get
A
the
deep cut.
reference,
It's a
but
deep
damn.
cut. But we think it works. Nice job.
Angles.
Hey, okay. Instead of the spoon boy, it's the penis boy. You don't try to bend the erect penis.
Oh my God.
So
There is no
And then,
spoon, Frank. There is no spoon.
yeah. And the other one I cannot read apparently. Oh, instead of Agent Johnson, it's the Agents Johnson.
Nice.
Angle.
Lisa.
I just have one. I don't think anyone said it. Sperm Wars.
Very
nice. Nice.
In a hood.
Sorry, I I forgot one. I have Prince Briss Leia.
Oh, gosh.
Steph.
Okay, so I had Girth Vader as well, but that was taken. And then instead of Mork and Mindy, I have Pork the Mindy.
Oh God. Nice.
That's it.
You live in an egg.
Nice ones.
Pork the Mandy.
Pork the
Okay, Ben.
Category of meditation therapy massage.
Okay. I had a picture one that I sent, but I don't think I'm gonna use that one. From Spider-Man, Dick Octopus. Also from the Marvel universe, if you the Winter Soldier becomes Ant-Man because of shrinkage.
Very funny.
All right. Anyone else in the front row want to do one on camera? I don't see any hands, so these are the rest of the entries. We have Cynthia Cresswell. This is from Heretics of Dune. Same spelling, just change the emphasis. Shu Wang Yu.
Nice.
Nice.
Cynthia Cresswell. Instead of Zaphod Beeblebrox, it's Wax Off Cockleblock. I don't know any of these people. Renee Hudgens on behalf of Chris Jacobs, Dildo Baggins. We also
Nice.
had Clarence Isaacs Jr., Jar Jar Twinks.
Jar Jar Twinks. Oh no. Who was that?
That was Clarence Isaacs Jr. We also had Oingo Boingo, Hand Solo. And also it was punched
nice.
up. I can't remember by who, but it was Hand YOLO Solo.
Nice.
Yeah.
Gus
YOLO
Walsh,
Solo, there we
Robo
go.
Penis.
Nice.
Randy Longmire, Baby Choda. Jennifer Story, get your beam up in me, Scotty. Oingo Boingo, Stiffy the Vagina Slayer.
Oh my God.
Cassie, the Limperer. The Limperer. The
The
Emperor.
Limperer. I get it.
The
Yeah.
Limperer.
The Limperer likes cock.
And then she also had R2D. Hold on, let me start over. R2D's nuts. Sarah Garcia, Cockthulu.
Oh my God.
Clarence Isaacs Jr. The man Ding Lorian.
Oh my God.
Ding dong. Frankie Berman, C3P. Oh my God, that thing is huge. Let's see if other ones came in. Nope. That's it so far. Okay. Yeah, those are all the game entries.
All right.
Abby says she sent another. I don't know if you already got that or not, but.
Oh, extra game entry. Just got it. Marty's McFly is down.
Nice. I like others. I like Jar Jar Twinks from Charles Isaacs Jr. He also had Mendinglorian, which was very good. Cthulhu was funny. RTD's Nuts I liked. I really liked Chewbacca and CPP30 from Anna, Chewbacca from LaBelle, Dick and Morty from JP, Dildo T. Baggins from Zara, but I got to give it to Tron Jeremy from Jack. I thought that was very clever. I liked that one a lot. What was your favorite, Rach? I'm sorry, Allie, what was your favorite?
I'm sorry. I didn't even take good notes. I was just overwhelmed by the number of Star Wars characters that I will never see the same way again. I think Girth Vader really set us off on the right path, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't know who said that, but I think that might be...
It was a dark path, but we...
Well, you know, that's the dark light. It's a...
That it? Girth Vader?
Yeah, I also really liked Obi-Wan Kenobi, and I'm just still thinking about, you know, the film overall. You know, is it the rise of Cockwalker? I'm not sure, but like, figure out the overall casting and the plot line, and I'm just really excited to embark on this adventure with you guys. So.
Also, feel free and choose one.
They picked Girth Vader, right? You going Girth?
I'm choosing Girth Vader.
All right.
Choosing Girth.
Rach, what's your favorite?
No, go to me last, please.
Okay, Ben.
A lot of great ones. Loved Dildo Baggins by Tam, and then improved upon with Dildo T. Baggins by Zara's collaboration. Laura Croft Womb Raider from JP. Oh, Big Wand Kenobi from Bunce. Tron Jeremy from Jack. Peter Spunkman from Anna Dory. Jar Jar Twinks from Charles Isaacs Jr. Amazing. Get your beam up on me, Scotty. But I gotta give it to the very simple, hit me very funny from Anna Hood, CPP30.
Wait, also, I'm a rule breaker, so I think maybe I chose one that's not actually in the running because they'll have to be paid. I don't know. I want to also. I also loved Obi-Wan Kenobi. Who was Obi-Wan Kenobi?
We'll vote you for that one.
All right, I'll change your vote to that.
Okay.
All right, Steve.
Just want to be fair.
No, back to Rachel or no?
Okay, I loved. Let's see, the Chewbacca, the Chubbucka, the Loop Skywalker, Choda, Obi-Wan Kenobi, but I'm gonna give it to Tron Jeremy.
All right, Steve.
Well, that makes Tron Jeremy the winner because that is also my pick.
Nice.
Although, shout out to Womb Raider. That was fucking great. But JP
like
was
Baby
Womb
Choda
Raider.
too. That was really good.
That was awesome.
Nice. All right, you guys got any?
I got 6.
I have 6 also.
I have 2. Got any, Allie?
No, I have none.
All right, I'll just do my
But
2.
I feel like I brought a lot of dicks to this.
Yes, you did.
You always bring the dicks, man.
Yeah.
I have BB 8-inch penis, and that really just called BBC.
Jesus.
Oh, we watch this porn? Okay. Ben, you and Steve go back and forth.
Sure. My first one is the only one a little bit similar to an entry, but I still like it, and it's different. Captain Jean-Luc Dick Hard.
All right, mine are all in the Marvel universe.
Okay.
So let's start with Cocked in America.
Aha! Nice.
I've got Captain James Tiberius Cock.
I
came.
I have Dr. Getting Some Strange.
I've got the star character of the Hunger Games, Cock Kiss Everdeen.
Oh, shit.
Nice.
I have Hawk One Eye.
Actually,
Nice.
Just going with the Star Wars theme, I want to say, Mark, give me that Hamill. I hate to say Carrie smells like fish-oil, but I have to.
Not even a dick joke, so really,
joke.
you had to say it. And then, instead of Morpheus, more penis.
Nice. I have Captain
Take the blue
Marvel
pill
list.
if you got more penis. Take the blue pill.
If you need
See if I missed you, Steve. Sorry.
Mine was Captain Marvelous.
Instead of Zoidberg from Futurama, I've got Zoid's bag.
I have Pocket Rocket Raccoon.
And my last one, Jabba the Nut.
Yes. My last one is when someone walks in on someone else having sex and sees it. Spied her man.
Nice. I love it. All right, what's the Night King? We're gonna do Night King. Do we do that for monthly? Sure. We're gonna do a different one, or we're gonna
Penis a band? Like Cage the Elephant Dick? I don't know.
That's great.
There you go. There you go.
Nice. All right, Night King is penis a band.
All right, sounds great. So I guess it's time for the song, right?
Let's do catch up real quick because there's a lot of shit going on right now that I have to keep up with.
Sure.
So I'm gonna throw in just Varden said, Gleib, I've seen you as a commenter on my other favorite shows. Take some money, damage report, bro.
Love it. Thank you so much.
Front row Steve supporting the show.
Nice.
Kim Stewart said, who needs groceries this week?
Who needs groceries when you have 2 hours of dick jokes?
It's true. And then so the current standings. All right, this is a lot.
Are these current or final?
No, not final. After
Also,
Lady Doodle, we'll
after
do like
Ladies,
a real
okay,
quick.
cool.
So far the number one is Zara at 268, and then Tam at 250, and then Stephen Val at 226, and then Sean Ehrlich at 200. So 200 is for the fourth place so far. So that's clear as mud. Cool.
I gotta be honest, I should have put the shirt on before the helmet.
Oh,
yeah.
How far is fifth place right now?
$10. Kim Stewart is at 190.
$10 away. Wow.
All right, so people remember what they're playing for.
And Amina said, forgot to mention I'm loving the dandelion shirt, Ben. Ironic, though, since no one will blow you.
I gotta walk away. That was so good.
Oh,
And Ben, would you like a knee pad for that burn?
Steve looks like
I didn't need because I just took a knee. Jesus Christ, that was. All right, it's time for the song.
It's time for the song. I'm so excited for Lady Doodle.
It's Lady Doodle time. It's Lady Doodle time. It's time for doodles drawn by Lady Corbin. Tour is done. We're back. Let's go.
Yay! Here we go. Back into it. It felt so good to hear that song again. Starting with Four Seasons Manscaping.
That's where they make the side of your head drip.
Yes.
Then I've got Tam Brown. Tampon. Side.
Oh my god.
Then I've got I Am Not Your Mother During the Mega Monthly. Then I've got Apocalypse Hal.
Nice.
I made him just overjoyed to be in the apocalypse. He's
Oh, yeah,
so
he's-
thrilled.
He's happy. He's got blood on his face. He knows where it
Yeah,
came from.
absolutely. Then I have Dick with an elbow. Sorry.
Actual footage of Steve's dick. This is
I mean, I hate that this lives now. This lives on the internet now.
That should be. I think that should be. I think that should be Steve's Instagram profile picture for a month or something. I don't know. Maybe we got a certain
money
Wait,
we would
what?
have to
already on the
raise.
internet.
Well, how much money we would have to raise for that to be your?
It's so sweet though. Look at this. There's like a little heart embedded in this drawing. Did you see
For that
I
for
didn't
that to
even-
be my profile picture, well, first of all, that could get me kicked off. We may have to censor it.
Oh.
But
you just crop it where you can't really see the penis, like we did.
Lady, I think
okay.
that makes a lot of sense because most people's heart is in their balls.
Is that okay?
Yeah, there you go. That
right
works.
there,
Yeah.
$5,000.
It's a dick with a heart on.
Hard on.
Hard on.
I love it.
Amazing. All right, then I've got Rack on Tour, New York Times. Next, I've got what are your kinks? Neck kink. And then I have Owl Sparks, Professor of Conspiracies, teaching us about Bohemian Grove and the Freemasons. Then I've got BBC.
Oh my God.
I think
These
we
are
just
the
found
droids you've been
Taylor's
looking
new
for this
wallpaper
whole
for his
time.
computer.
I love the like artistic interpretation.
Beep bop indeed.
Hey, shout out to Jack Dustle with like, that's not 69, that's just 88.
These are the hemorrhoids you've been looking for. What?
Oh dear.
Aw.
Then I've got. Is this how I wear it?
Oh my God.
Oh no.
All of the tips were just withdrawn. Holy shit.
All right, fine. We'll put it like this. That's fine.
Oh, I'm buying that one. I want that for my house.
Instagram profile pic for $500,000.
Edie, I'm not sure that the things you do are drawn anymore. They're withdrawn.
I mean, it's not my fault that this whole episode had so many innuendos. I just interpret. I promise.
Fair enough. Fair enough. You're a mirror on the society that is SDSC.
Absolutely. Last but not least, I have please re-rack your sex toys.
Nice. Ram it.
Ram it fitness.
Maybe it should have been ram it fist this. That would have made more sense. Too late. Well, that is it for me.
That is, ladies and gentlemen, you would think it would be OnlyFans, but it's not. It is LeeDeCorbin.com where you can buy these prints, and at LeeDeCorbin on Instagram. You can support the amazing art that even sometimes isn't dick involved. So check out the wide array.
I wish I could say that all of the tour I had 3 months off not drawing dicks, but that's not true. Like,
I mean, you had to draw Steve every night, so you're gonna be drawing dicks the whole tour.
Yep, you were drawing dicks and hanging out with dicks, so you got both going on there.
All right, I think we made it through. Allie, what do you got coming up? How do we follow you? Plug your stuff for us.
Two Girls One Podcast releases every week. I also, if anyone lives in San Francisco, I'm going to be doing a new hour in San Francisco in March. Otherwise, follow me on social media, Allie_Goldie.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much. We'll see you next time. Tam just sent me her sigh as an audio file so I can make it my ringtone. I'm very excited about that. I'm very excited to make the Tam sigh my ringtone. That's going to be awesome. Ben or Steve, what you got coming up?
I mean, I'll go later. I'm still reeling from what I just saw.
All right, Ben.
Sure. Also, when you get there for Allie's new hour, just take the elevator down to the dungeon and you'll find it. What I got going on? Gleib off the top this coming Sunday instead of Saturday. It will be a 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 Eastern show. Wendy Swerdlow is our new mayor. It's a ton of fun, and come and join the madness. It's really a good time. And check out my patreon.com/Ben Gleib. I still have the announcement that I was hoping to be able to make on our last time together, but I can't make it yet. But it will be something very soon coming out, so stay tuned to my socials for that announcement. And another announcement that I can't quite say yet, but I will say that please stay tuned for my socials for something taking place in Philadelphia in January. And you might want to come travel out there and join me for it, is all I will say. And no, I am not starting the Philadelphia Arts Foundation. Don't worry, I'm not going to be competing with Steve in the state of Pennsylvania.
No, we all know you're stealing the Liberty Bell.
I'm stealing the Liberty Bell, that's right. I believe there's a copy of the Declaration of Independence inside of it, and me and Nick Cage will be there. So just stay tuned to BenGleib.com or at BenGleib for all of the updates coming very soon.
I also just wanted to chime in and thank everyone for having me on your big comeback, everyone together. No, I'm really happy to be included. I just wanted to say that cheesy thing at the end. So thank you.
I thought you were just trying to make a comeback pun.
That's what you're doing.
Waiting for something. I was like, "There's no punchline." I'm happy to be included.
All right. What reference? I forgot to plug me. Actually, I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. At Bowers Comedy, as always. If you go to my Patreon, Patreon/Bowers Comedy, you can follow my comedy. It's only $8 a month, and that's all my fun stuff. And I think I've got 28 Patrons. So let's get to 30. Let's do that. Steve, what you got?
What I got coming up, which is ridiculous to say while wearing this outfit, but comedy special. The tour is over. The special is ready. I record on December 18th in New York at my old grade school. But on December 15th, I'm running all the material one last time at Nowhere Comedy Club. So check out that show. And also, my book is pretty much ready. So I'm very excited. I will probably be taking pre-orders for it within a week or two. Very, very excited to actually see it all laid out and everything ready. And I'm doing a special thing just for my patrons where I'm doing the first run is going to be numbered signed copies that are only available to people on my Patreon. So please make sure to join that, or you can just order one regularly on the second run. And that's it.
Take a fucking break. One of your Patreon supporters needs to pay you to take a nap. That's what needs to happen.
I actually wrote the book like a year ago. It's just taken a while to get it edited.
So like
and
during
Allie-
the pandemic. Got it. Yeah.
Allie, I'm not kidding. There was one time in Louisville, we were running I don't know what we were doing. We were running a contest or whatever, some sort of festival.
It was
and
it
Steve
was
just
when we
working
were
all day,
filming Laughs.
Sure, filming. And he goes, guys, I am dying. I've gotten like an hour of sleep. I need to take a nap. And I swear he put his mask on. All right, I'm good. He took 18 seconds. It was crazy. I was like, what are you doing?
It was someone walked in and woke me up.
Didn't need to sleep.
Vampire, yes.
Yes, vampire is your answer.
I had just fallen asleep. Someone walked in, which woke me up, and I didn't know how long I was asleep at the time because I was
18
asleep.
seconds. It's been
So.
18 seconds. I go, I'm good. I got a nap. I'm like, you're crazy. Rachel, didn't catch up on. We get the audience out of here.
And Rachel, any plugs?
I just want to plug. So our next monthly show is going to be on Tuesday, December 21st at 3 p.m. Pacific. And that's the next time we'll all get together. We'll have a couple special guests again, another comic. And then we're going to announce our December schedule on the Facebook page. Essentially, we'll be doing Wednesdays and Fridays, except for the week of Christmas, we're going to take that off or during Christmas. And I think we'll have like a special New Year's Eve episode on the 30th. So we'll announce all that on the Facebook page. And yeah, I think that's it.
Also, I just wanted to say quickly before, what's cool about being with you guys again is I'm not to draw too much of an analogy, but I've been obsessed for the last few days watching Peter Jackson's new Beatles documentary, and it was cool because it was the first time in a long time that the four of them had gotten together and collaborated again, and that feels very similar to this. It's a good time to watch it, and it's been pretty cool doing it.
I was just thinking that we're bigger than Jesus. So.
Yeah, I'm about 2 hours. I'm about 2 hours into that documentary. It's a good documentary, but has Yoko smiled once? Has she smiled at all? Has she cracked even like she's happy?
No, but she does start scream singing soon, so look forward to that.
Oh, I'm excited about that. All right, cool. Well, hey guys, this has been super fun. I had a good time.
We need to announce, do we not? And also, Marielle, Leedy got tipped by Marielle and said you're the best.
Awesome.
So, all right. Should I do the comment that I really liked first? What?
Let's do the comment first, and then we'll go 4-1.
I mean, I have to give it to Amina for her dandelion blow me comment.
Oh yeah, no, that was my my vote too. That would have been my vote too.
Amina, congratulations! You're gonna get a cameo video from one of us. So the top
Ben,
four.
I'm assuming it's Ben.
I think it should be for me, probably. Yeah, I think that's the one.
Yeah, okay, great. I'm glad we're all on the same page. So coming in fourth place, Kim Stewart.
Nice.
Hey, you need groceries. I'm glad you got there, Kim. Nice job.
Apparently. Next, Stephen Val.
Nice. Came in last minute.
Second place, Zara.
Hey.
No
Nicely
Australian
done.
shipping. That makes this easier.
I was gonna see it anyway, but we're good.
Well, hers is not a physical good. It's just an emailed video, so we're okay.
Yeah, that's why first place we'd have to mail.
Yeah, first place. I gotta ship this. And by the way, I want to walk into the post office with this in an open box and seal it up in front of them.
Nope. So we
And
had
that's how Steve got arrested.
First place. Who's first place?
And then first place is none other than Tam Brown. Congratulations.
Hey. And I mean, amazing. The first show she makes on camera, and she wins the whole thing.
Amazing.
And just to confirm, so all the four of you winners, you get a video from each one of us.
Yep.
And then Sean Ehrlich came in 5th place, and if Taylor's cool with it, maybe we give him. He gets a Taylor cameo video. So congratulations, Sean. All right.
Nice.
We did it,
All
guys.
right. And then catch up on before we get the audience out of here. So we're done, right? So audience, thanks so much, guys, for being here. We love you. We will see you hopefully next week, but at the very least next month. That was fun. So come back. We love you guys. And hopefully picked up some new people. If you like this, Wednesdays with Jody Sweeten on the next couple weeks, but usually with Jody Sweeten. And then Friday, me and Rachel have a guest co-host comic every week. It's super fun. So check that out.
Yeah. This has been so fun, guys. How do we end the
Watch
show?
the video front row turns their cameras off, and then you turn your camera on. We do that still, right?
Oh, we do that. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So this is where I start turning off videos again because.
Yes.
There you go. So thanks, guys.
Thank you.
During this part, I forgot to say you can get tickets. Leave off the top at bengleib.com or nowherecomedyclub.com. I didn't say how you get tickets, so maybe check that out. Same for Steve's upcoming virtual stand-up show, nowherecomedyclub.com.
And
same for I don't know. That's all.
You will
And you
find
can
me
Venmo. You can Venmo for $24.99 at Bowers Comedy for my fake book. All right. Anyway.
And we got origin stories on Wednesday nights. And you will find me in Costa Rica for the next 3 weeks. So I'll see you guys then.
Oh, have a good time there.
Podcasting from Costa Rica.
Don't get attacked by a monkey. Anyway, this has been fun. I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Powers, that is good life advice in general, I think. Whenever you can avoid that.
You don't have to spank it.
Yeah, I gotta say, the past 3 months on tour, I think I slept in my own bed 10 of those nights. It was absolutely insane. I got to meet so many of you in person. Y'all are absolutely lovely. I absolutely missed the show as well. I did not miss tearing up shirts that I like. So that was a good aspect. But
whose room were you staying in during all those other nights?
This guy named Marriott helps me out. So it was absolutely wonderful. And I also want to say that it was so wonderful to see Leedy take to live stand-up so well. And she crushed it every night, and so damn proud of her. And also, it was great to basically have one other person on tour that thinks my coffee tastes aren't stupid. So thank you, Leedy. I appreciate that. See you guys in December.
Yeah, what a fun time this was. I missed you guys as well, and we came
So,
back.
Steve, you're saying you drink coffee like a 19-year-old girl? That's what you're saying? Okay.
Powers, that is exactly what I'm saying, but this is Ben's turn.
I don't even know what the fuck that means. What's with Steve's coffee taste? He tastes weird.
I drink coffee that tastes like milkshakes. I need Leedy and I had lavender lattes together. It was very nice. It was fun.
Sounds fucking amazing. That sounds fucking amazing. Count me on for that. Lavender latte sounds great. It was so nice being with you guys again. We really picked it up right where we left off. It just felt like old times. And we will do it again next month. We will see you guys on the next so cool, super duper monthly mega spectacular. Good night, everybody.
What's on your shirt?